They were awesome. So it worked out, man. And we ate shit. The best thing, I want to tell you a funny story. The best thing was in Mujahid Valley.
Where is that?
It's in the middle of Afghanistan, and it's the Italian fire base. This is a funny story. I'm not getting crazy, but some stuff happened. We're in the mortar pits and like whatever. That's where we sleep. It's freezing. It's in Winter Valley. It's freezing, and shit happened. We did what we did. The freaking Italians have wine and pasta and meatballs imported.
Really?
Wow.
So this shit happened at like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in my underoos on the wall doing my thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? So about 04, something like that. They're like, come on, we're having some dinner. I'm like, dinner? I'm like, it's like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. What are you talking about? Because,
Yeah.
Meatballs, sausage, pasta. It was, and they wanted to feed us like and give us some red wine. I'm like, we can't drink. Americans can't drink over there. Everybody else can drink. We can't drink. And I'm like, but the meatballs, all homemade. Imported.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Like the homemade, the pot, like it was crazy.
I can tell just by looking at you. You're hungry now.
Serious, I'm like,
you're like, forget these MREs, man.
I'm sitting there like in my underoos at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, really? It's like, all my bosses were great. My colonel was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm eating fucking pasta.
It really is amazing. I mean, and the thing is, you got a job to do and you do it.
That's a true story, man.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people won't understand that, but like you understand the Marine Corps, like that's a true story.
You're there to do. I mean, they're not going to give you anything that's not good for you. I mean, we joke about it because we went through it. We ate this stuff.
This podcast on the Talking Smack Network is brought to you by GNS Printing, providing solutions, not just printing. Give Tim Cooper a call today for all of your printed products. GNS Printing, here to help, offering the most customized, friendly, and reliable service with competitive pricing that you will find anywhere at 518-232-2465.
Warning. The following program is a collective of characters talking about the happenings in the sports and entertainment world. It's meant to be fun in a comedic, informative way. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, maybe even you. There may be some cuss words because that's how people talk in the real world. We'll try to keep the locker room talk to a minimum, but if you're young, please seek permission before watching any further.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, you're not. Talking Smack, week number 25 here at the Bullpen in downtown Glens Falls. I'm Dan Miner, joined by my crew. We're just making sure that everybody's here. Okay, we're on. That's good.
It helps when I remember to unmute.
Unmute. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You have to turn that on?
Yes,
Wow, everybody questioning you.
I just asked.
So the deal. Of course, right to my immediate left, survived last Saturday's deluge at Putnam Field as the reigning NEFL Executive of the Year. the Green Jackets in preseason action last week in the pouring rain.
It was raining.
It was pouring. And look at you. You still got dishpan hands.
Yeah, I know. I'm Palm Olive.
Take you away.
Actually, I stayed right in the press box with you guys.
Just about until it stopped raining.
And then I went back. Yeah, then I had to go run out in the mud. And,
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Let's hear it for Snacks. Hank Pelton here joining us tonight. Good to see you, brother.
Good to be here.
Again, yes, back on a Wednesday night. What do you usually do on Wednesday nights, RJ? Okay, that's good.
Watches the White Shadow.
If it's on, I would. Yes.
I
never plan things. Anytime I make a plan, it fails.
Really?
Seriously. So I'd wing it. I do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Well, sounds like Coach.
On my days off.
It's
if I have to work, I'm very regimented.
When you're single and like that, and you live the life.
I wouldn't say I'm single.
Hey!
Oh,
you guys.
RJ
Stockdale, ladies and gentlemen.
RJ Stockdale. I was going to be a real smart ass there and ask you something. No, I was.
Throw it at me. It's talking smack.
You getting a roommate?
I'm not touching that. He'll get mad. But no.
RJ Stockdale.
All right, don't miss Seth already. Joining us tonight, his first appearance this year. Oh, man.
Wow. It is, isn't it?
It's your first appearance of the calendar year, even though you're on the title. On the title card, there's a picture of the coach on there. So last week, I got, Seth goes to me, am I going to take, is the coach ever coming back? I said, well, once bowling's over,
thank God.
So then he's not, kegling or changing diapers. He's here tonight, not flipping diapers. He's not kegling. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the coach, Jack Celeste, to the show.
All right. Welcome back.
Good to be back, guys. Good to be back.
We almost forgot what you looked like.
I know. I've been watching, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been watching.
You liked last week's episode, didn't you?
Oh, that was a great show. Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Dave, yeah.
That was really cool.
Real good.
It was
really good.
having Dave on, and a lot of the stories, and the Dave after dark afterwards was really cool as well too. So big thanks to Dave for being on the show last week. Joining me, my partner at Chupacabra. We're going to be celebrating our 115th birthday coming up on June the 15th collectively. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome back to the show Mike Sullivan, Cell Dog.
Cheers.
Good Wednesday so far for you?
Great Wednesday. I felt great this morning. Right? I came out, I was all bright, bushy-tailed. I was funny, ready to rock and roll.
No gorillas?
No gorillas. It's amazing when you don't come here.
Well,
how good you feel the next day.
The Silverbacks are still waiting for you.
Yeah,
so
I'm
don't
not
worry.
so hoping.
Talk to us in the morning. Jen, get him some tours, will you?
Yeah.
Tacos or Rocco's?
All right, now let's go. RJ Sullivan. Tonight, Mr. Producer 2.0, my right-hand man. Tonight, let's hear from JP, Johnny Pratt. Johnny.
Hey, how you doing? All right. Sorry, I was playing with stuff here on the screen. Producing? Are you producing? I'm trying to produce.
You keep producing. We'll talk about the super chats in just a second. And pinch hitting, because tonight Chuck Aiken was supposed to be with us. And Chuck's been battling leukemia. It's just a real shitty battle. And Chuck's been scheduled to be on the show a few times already, and he ended up back in the hospital yesterday. He's not doing well. If you could, he's all over Facebook. He's still monitoring. I know he's watching tonight. So Chuck, we wish you the best, brother. Come on, pull through.
Peace out.
We need you, brother. Need you. All right. 100%. So, but jumping in tonight and working hard to be back here on Talkin' Smack. He got blasted by Sully to be here tonight, but he's working on to become the first ever 5-time guest. And with that comes a robe. We're going to have to go to Walmart to get that because we don't have it in the budget.
Robe?
A robe, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
like Saturday Night Live.
Like Saturday Night Live.
A 5-time robe. So it'll say 5 Talkin' Smack on it. It'll all be in Sharpie. But we believe that this is number 4 for 55.
That's a record.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Zach Walker.
Thanks for having me, guys.
And he's not in pajamas, and
it's too bad.
And Monica, I'm sorry. This is my fault.
Now we're going to put him in a robe.
There.
So
you're good.
You act like she's going to watch this.
So did he save you from a night of just home improvement projects? Yeah, you're welcome.
Like that? Yeah, no. So I told my wife, I said I'm going to install the closet setup thing.
RJ Stockdale, ladies and
Whatever. Save me from a night of work.
Oh man, well it's great having you here, man.
Appreciate it.
You getting ready for the off season?
Yeah.
That's your busiest time though at the office, isn't it? Really, when you're setting things up for next year.
You don't even know that yet, though, right? You haven't
I
gone
don't.
through it.
Oh, so they,
right? That's
I'd
his
say
first
they're
one.
going to shave your head, but that's already been done.
Yeah. No.
Since the last time you were on, Zach has cut his hair, and you donated your hair.
Yeah, so last weekend I think we had our Stick It to Cancer games with the Adirondack Thunder down in Coolin Train Arena, Glens Falls, and something that I've done before and wanted to do again was cut and donate my hair, and I thought it aligned perfectly with.
Have you always had the long hair?
I had it growing up, cut it, and then played for a bunch of hockey teams that required clean cut, clean shave.
Really?
So once I was done there, I grew it out and then decided it was a nice thing to do to
Very
donate.
cool.
I've seen pictures of you without the facial hair and the long hair, and you look freaky, dude. Because I mean, I don't mean that in a bad sense. It's because we're used to seeing you
really. I don't
with this and this.
Yeah, it's bad.
You know. So how does it?
Have like a baby face under there?
Yeah, no. So everyone's like, I lost 10 years with cutting my hair. I'd lose another 10.
Oh,
shaving.
There's no doubt. I mean,
That
that's
would make you 10.
I know.
yeah, he is already the youngest man at the table. I mean, by far. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, this table is like 50 and above right now. Or you're turning
49.
50. You're turning 50.
I'm right on the edge.
50.
He's turning 50.
I'm turning 50. Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I the oldest one here?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something, John. The back nine is not a lot of fun.
Dude, I've had quite a few bumps on the front nine. So,
Yeah, don't worry. On Wednesday mornings, it's never fun.
I'm on the back nine punting for triple pokey.
You guys might.
You think you're on the back nine?
You guys might want to move in with 55 plus together. That'd be an absolute.
oh, dude,
Heard those things are crazy.
Is that rent control?
our wives would leave us. Well, my wife and his lady.
His girlfriend.
Huh? Lady.
Yeah, lady.
RJ Stockdale, ladies and gentlemen.
Do we?
Yes.
Oh, and we got super chats going on. They're right above Sully's head, and we're ready for a super chat.
All right. First off, I got to say to Joe Davino, who originally sent a question saying muted. That was on me because I forgot to hit a button. Thanks, Joe, for checking in on us. I appreciate that. Larissa says, yay. I think just because we were back on the air. And she also said that Chuck is the man. And Nathan Brimmer. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, boy.
I forgot I can do this.
Oh, you could do this.
Yeah.
Look at this romper room of delicious D-bags. Well, I'm sorry. Not everybody can be handsome. Well, Zach Walker, ladies and gentlemen.
River should get frequent flyer.
I think he does, actually.
Did you let your mom know that we're on Wednesday night this week?
My mother, as my mother.
Oh, boy.
You forgot.
No, I did. It's my.
Wow.
This ought to be good.
As my mother said tonight that she can't watch because she's being a bingo bitch.
Your mom's doing the.
There's a lady that lives next door that they
virgin to this bingo crap?
They do not. Her and this other lady do it.
So does your mom doesn't live in a senior community, does she?
Oh yeah, it's 55 and over.
So
you could retire down there pretty soon.
You
go to Rocco's.
I'm glad you just said the Rocco's part.
Oh, poor Sully.
Anyway, moving on.
So your mom's being bingo bitching.
Yes.
And so she'll have to watch in the replay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I don't know if she'll know how to do that.
Well, you could walk her through. It's easy.
I don't know if I know how to do it.
You just go on YouTube and you go to
I know how to do
Talkin Smack Productions and you see the show. Week 25.
We should be lucky she's not around anyway. The Yankees haven't been playing very well.
Did they win today?
They were up 4-0 in the ninth. Devin Williams tried to blow it
again.
They brought in
she's been a little angry.
Well, I mean, you talk about being angry. We're talking baseball. You follow baseball at all, Zach?
No.
Okay, good. So in comes the coach. Coach comes in. You can't see what he's wearing there. He's got a Baltimore Orioles shirt on, and you're moaning and groaning about your team already. I mean, cripe. It's the 9th of April, 9th of April. Or whatever it is, and you're.
What are you guys, 12 back?
Are you okay? I mean,
I'm good.
I mean,
I'm used to losing. Look at my teams.
You suck.
I suck.
What are your other teams?
I don't know. I take it. The Canadians are doing well.
The Canadians?
Yeah, they're playing well.
You like the Lions, don't you? Didn't you wear a Lions?
You're a
hat when
Montreal
you were-
Canadian fan? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
they were good in the 70s.
Because he was French kissing back when
Yeah.
he was in high school himself. But
That's a weird one. Really?
Well, they were good back then.
Well, so were the Bruins and the. Why are you not a Bruin fan?
They weren't that good. Montreal won like every other year.
Oh, so you were one of those guys.
he was a
Yeah.
front runner.
Did you love the Bray?
And he's also a Washington Bullets / Wizards fan.
That don't count. Does it?
Yeah,
that count?
because it's basketball.
Yeah, that don't count. It don't count.
Which is absolutely unwatchable. I don't know if I tried to do it just so I could say that I knew what I was talking about in the morning when I'm doing the sports. But you watch a sport and it's so bad. Basketball pro style right now is just absolutely the pits.
What about the last 20 seconds in the game the other night? You can't get a shot off there. How the fuck does that happen?
So you're talking the NCAA game?
Yeah, sorry, but
he couldn't touch the ball. I
had money on Florida, but with that, they were.
Were they the dogs?
Did you cover?
No, they were
It
giving
was 1.5,
yeah,
right?
They gave 1.5. They won by 2.
Right.
Hey,
So
RJ
Yeah.
no, but some of the bricks they were they were freaking.
Yeah, but wasn't it something like the ball was rolling and he couldn't? It would have been an over and
No,
back.
he let the feet. He let the feet, and if he touched it again, it would have been travel.
Oh, is that what the deal was?
Look at the hockey guy know what he's talking about over there.
knows.
Look at
He's an
that.
athlete.
How about this? Super chats. Oh, bingo parlors must smell like
Jesus.
mothballs and wet pennies. I don't have my glasses on. When I first read that, I thought it said wet panties. So,
And I'll tell you what, Nate, we'd have a problem then.
That also, hey,
Get my mother's no.
does that Family Feud? That still qualifies.
super chat. Now look at this. Look at this producer 2.0 putting these up. Go get them, boys. Thanks, Bob. Robert Wood checking in tonight. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. All right. So yeah, basketball's unwatchable. And I don't watch college anything. I watch college football. I don't watch college basketball. Sorry, Zach. I don't watch college hockey.
Can I tell you why though?
You played college hockey.
Yeah, but I don't. I've been involved in sports so long. Everyone knows, like, you watched the game last night or like the hockey. I have no idea.
Yeah, it just.
Why don't you watch? You don't like college hockey?
I know. I don't like college
It's
sports.
also really hard.
Dano,
to
can I tell you
find
what changed
college
everything,
hockey
though?
on
What'd you say? What?
college hockey, it's usually streamed too. So if you don't pay for like
Yeah.
Flow Sports or something.
Yeah, if you don't pay for the good.
When we went to Placid and saw the ECAC a couple, I thought it was fun. Yeah, like the both.
That was the
fans on.
It's fun to see live.
That was the weekend with your skinny hip pants that were stretch pants with the holes over the knees that you really worked
RJ
hard
Stockton.
for. Super chat. I feel like Banger Parlor bathroom glory holes are probably safer than most. Sandy Sullivan, I hope that someone gets this to you. I'm going to send her a message right
Nate,
now.
I'm going to stop double dog daring you. You win. White flag.
But Dano, with the college sports, why it's different now because they have the NIL and the kids get paid.
The hell's an NIL?
Name, image,
They-
likeness.
They
Zach Walker.
Did you hear the disdain that he said?
Right?
Too?
Oh, it's because I barely missed out.
That's right.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But so what you got? A couple tacos or something when you were playing?
Well, the thing is actually, I think it was started a year or two after I left, and I could have applied like for a lawsuit after the fact to get back some type of not severance, but
Right,
get
but
something
back pay or whatever.
And it would have been so much of a hurdle, like so many hurdles and things. to
Paperwork
jump
made
through.
them-
You would have got like $10 by the time the whole.
Yeah,
it would have been a
exactly. I would've
civil
made,
suit.
Yeah, $20.
Yeah.
But they don't stay at their schools anymore.
No.
They transfer. So I don't going into this tournament and going out of this tournament, the basketball tournament. I'm saying, I could name 5 guys. I still can't. I can.
Wait
name
a minute. So if you play for a college basketball
You
team,
can transfer every year.
It's
Every year.
It's pretty much pro sports.
Show me the money.
Yeah, it's all free
That's it.
agents.
are you shitting me?
Every
No.
year.
No.
No.
Yeah, you
Super
can-
chats. All right. Watching John wrestle with whether or not he wants to share these is the best.
Because it's so.
Are you vetting a little? Are you?
Well, no, it's just I can see them before as they come in, and some of them like that bingo parlor bathroom glory hole line. Was just
But you decided it was okay.
I just thought it was really funny, and he could obviously see right on my face when I.
The thing about Nate is Nate I've known forever. I've known Nate.
You had a great poker face.
He grew up with our kids, and I've said, do we want to have Nate on the show? I don't know if we want to have him here live. I think him being over there on the super chats is probably
He
about
does
as
enough
entertaining.
damage over there.
Yeah, it's it's like we would have Dave Bengal back again.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
That was fun too.
That was dangerous.
That was fun.
So,
Living on the edge.
yeah, that was wicked living on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
So when you were in college, because you played for BC, right?
Yeah.
So did you enjoy your college experience, or
Yeah, I did. I didn't necessarily have the greatest hockey experience. I was in and out of the lineup. I always tell people I rode bench at Boston College, which is just the reality of
Huh,
it.
Yeah.
How about that, Jack?
What you talking about, son?
Another guy's fucking dreams crushed. Sorry, Zach. Continue.
No,
was
but
That was 2. Okay.
I had a good college experience. For me, it was just about getting the education as much as it was about
Yeah.
having a good college hockey experience. And I met my wife, so we're all good.
oh,
RJ Stockton.
So
No, you're never gonna hear that one.
So a question: you went to Boston, but you just got. Why did we do that big celebration?
that was the
a couple
NBA,
weeks
right?
ago?
Yeah, so I just graduated with my MBA about a month ago, probably.
So he's gonna be in the NBA.
No,
Now we can watch.
not the YNCA, YMCA. That's
Jackass.
Listen, you give me
So-
material, it presents itself.
Yeah,
right?
so. With this MBA, what is that entitled to you?
It just gives me a couple extra letters after my name.
Okay.
So you gotta
And a
call-
raise from Jeff Mead.
No, I'm still waiting on. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Well,
say
he's
it.
coming tonight after dinner, so we'll put the
Is he?
pressure on
Where's
when he
he
gets
going?
here. I don't know where he's going to dinner.
I don't know, something fancy, somewhere he can show off his ankle cleavage. I got to be honest. Since
He's
we
got
had him
great
on
calves.
about the ankle cleavage
I
thing,
hear all the time.
I am so cognizant and just worried about my ankle cleavage. Snack, you anything like that? You watching your ankle? You got.
What is
no.
ankle
I mean, you're-
cleavage? Like what? How much of
No.
your ankle is
Yeah, how
showing?
Jeff? Where's the
No,
his
he does it
grandmother's
on purpose,
side?
though.
Oh, we're aware. So, but it's
Yeah.
called ankle cleavage.
He once, I don't know if he was joking or not, but I just started in the office. He said something about implants, so I don't know.
Where on his body?
His calves, but it's,
Really?
I told the one day school
the
just
guy
go
walks-
go with Caprice.
He walks 18 miles.
Yeah, the guy walks so much, and if you ever see him around town, I mean, he's always.
We
on the
all
phone
see
and
him
stuff,
around
too.
town.
Yeah,
But
but he's
him and
always
Caprice, I could see. The thing I don't want to see him in is just like I don't want to see a lot of people in yogurt pants. So,
Yogurt pants.
well, they're also called yoga pants.
Oh,
I mean, but Jeff and you just
Yogurts.
dig if you can for a second. Jeff Mead and yogurt pants.
No,
we talked about it last
There's
week.
some-
Even one of those guys in the outfits riding the bike.
that goes out and walks that used to come in the bar. He's out walking. Is it Rudy?
Oh, Rudy.
Rudy wears those.
No,
He
no,
does.
no.
Yeah.
And I-
What's up with?
A man that wears yogurt pants.
Do you want to tell me
What do
one
you
Remember
story?
Big
Hang on.
Rudy?
They're
What's
like
Rudy's
compression
last? No
to
one's
him.
gonna know this
So
guy.
Rudy
so we should
Holman's
move
one of my
on, but-
brothers. He's like he
You
is.
don't remember Rudy Holman?
Yeah, I do.
He's not watching this show. I can assure you that.
He's less technically advanced than you
He
are.
quit drinking.
We can shit on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, he has pretty blue eyes. One blue east, one blue west. That's one of his lines. So what he does now, he lives on Hunter Street with Glen, and he walks. He does the old railroad tracks, and he goes up Lexington, like where I used to live, Lexington Avenue. And those are railroad tracks when I was a kid. He does it. He does like 4 laps a day. He's always wearing a purple and yellow LSU shirt.
Okay.
And he is wearing the
Yogurt pants.
But I'll tell you what. Speaking of college sports,
Rudy. No, oh, he can
name
tell
me
you.
one guy that knows anything more about. Name anybody in the NBA, anybody in the NFL. He'll tell you where they went to.
Okay.
Right?
I can
The
tell you-
guy
yeah.
is just a.
I can tell you one that rivals him.
Ken Lucchese.
No. Yeah, we got to bring him back too. By the way,
I know he'll be back.
But Philippek is just giving
Rudy
a tell you.
Philippek. Oh,
No, but now Basketball Jones that used to come. His name is Brian Hansing, the original, the
original Jones.
Oh, he crushes Rudy.
Whoa.
He puts Rudy down.
How about Palmer last week with the Dave Philippek?
Oh
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Well, he knows. He knows. Philippek's the best.
That good thing he doesn't know Zach's here. He'd have him autograph a bunch of shit too. Time for another super chat. All right, so we go in Jeff Mead and a speed. Thanks, Lise. Can you imagine? Wow, we've been on vacation with him at the beach. Did he wear shorts?
I hope so.
When we were in Florida, do you remember? He did. Did
He
he,
wears
go in-
shorts. He wears
Yeah, he wore shorts. He was in the water.
He wears
He was another super chat. Okay, I'm ready to go. Rudy with the booty. Somebody taught Lisa how to super chat.
Oh,
Cut in
goody.
your profit.
Oh, goody.
Super chat. All right, another one. I was nervous for a second. I thought you were saying Jeff Bean, not Jeff Bean. Seeing Jeff Bean in a Speedo, I can imagine that, though.
Is he talking about a Speedo or are they talking about ankle?
Well, he's riding around his Corvette, so you got Bean and his Corvette there, it's like a spaceship, you get into that thing, it's all body contoured, right there, and him driving around in his Speedo, leather seats and
Wait,
sliding.
Bean's got a Corvette?
Yeah, you didn't know
I didn't know that.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
you can't do that with leather seats. Then you have to peel yourself off when you get out of
Well,
it.
it gets a little slippy slidey, but that's why you put the AC up on Mega, Super chat. All right. Side note. I better.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Side note. I was going to say hi to RJ at the pharmacy when I was waiting for a prescription this afternoon, but figured it would be really
that
weird
him?
when he felt compelled to tell me to go F myself for comments on the show.
So he was sitting in the chair. I went in.
Really?
So he.
Did you sense like somebody was just standing there?
I don't
looking
know
at
him
you?
personally, but I wish he would have said something. So I walked
Nate,
in.
they just give a shot for that stuff now.
So I get 2 prescriptions, and the girl was obviously new. She didn't know what she was doing. I said, no, I've been
She didn't
doing
ask for an autograph?
Well, she gets it when I do that.
Okay.
Thing. So she said, no, I have 1 prescription. I said, I've been doing this for 15 years. It's supposed to be. And then the other girl came over.
How can you be a pharmacist and not know what you're doing?
Well, she was new. She was clearly.
It doesn't matter. You're a pharmacist.
She was clearly training on the computer. That's why I wasn't.
She looked up RJ and it wasn't listed as RJ. It was Richard.
It's actually Richard John. But so then I go back 20 minutes later,
Which I didn't know until a few months ago.
Yeah,
I didn't know what your name
so
was.
the other lady pulled up and she helped her out, and I said, well, what are we looking at here? So I went to the beverage center, grabbed 3 20-packs of beer, and I went back.
So you got your script for the weekend?
No, so
2-day supply.
No, so she looks at me. The girl looks at me like I'd never been there before. I said, yeah, I was here 20 minutes ago. My birthday's 9/17/72. She's like, I said, yeah, it should be like right there. I don't know. And the other girl came over. And
You got everything okay?
Yeah, it's a blood pressure.
Is that what's setting you off this week?
If I don't have my blood pressure medication, it's done.
So the thing about this is, and I know. So Zach, when can you tell when someone thinks they know who you are and they're eyeballing you, and they go, I know him from somewhere. I think he's a hockey player.
Well, before he got his haircut.
Do you feel that when you're out and about?
Well, the best is when it's 2 people that you know them and they know you, and it's like the weird going back and forth across the table.
Are they sitting on the same side of the table?
And it's like, I know you, but I don't know you at all.
Yeah.
And
yeah. Saul, do you get that?
Well, constantly, but it's got to be a lot more now that you're. Well, no, I don't mean that, but you too.
Yeah, I know.
All of us. I mean, you're out and about. You see, when you're out as much as we are, socializing, you run into a bunch of, but especially now that you're up in the lobby, you must run into so many gazillion people.
Lobby.
no, it's part of the job now is talking to a lot of people that like I know, but I don't necessarily know everyone's name
shaking
all the
hands,
time.
kissing babies, signing autographs. You got to do it all the time.
So how many times do you say buddy or bro?
All the time.
Chief, kid.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Hey,
man.
you.
Well,
Timmy was worse at that.
Then you
talk
to Sean Driscoll, and Sean knows everyone's name.
Sean.
I used to love it at the
That
door.
being said, Sean's been here way longer than I have, so I'm still.
That's
catching
still
up.
amazing though that he knows.
Like I remember at Sandy's when people come in the door to be like, "Hey, you remember me?" And I go, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, you're honest about it at least.
Yeah, it's like
Well, RJ don't know who you are,
but
but he knows what you drank.
I always know that. But
That's
You give him your telephone number, he'll remember you.
That, or
what
his
McGraw
license
would
plate.
do though, McGraw would buddy and bro someone. He worked there 20 years, and then he'd say, "Get their name." I'd say, "I'll do it. I got a good way of doing it." And it'd be like Bill and Marianne or whatever. Then he'd say, "Bill, Marianne." He'd say like 80 times in the next 20 minutes. I say, "You've been calling him bro for 30 years."
They just keep calling him bro.
God.
I just don't. Super chat. All right. So, sold a bunch of rock salt, Hank.
Oh, for the Corvette.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
say, hey, listen. You do what you got to. He hustles for his money. I don't give a shit.
I don't care.
You know. Get another super chat. Poor Walker had to deal with my bullshit this past weekend when I was repping his charity game. What the hell?
We sucked.
So who's on your charity team?
I got recruited by Potter.
Oh, you played with Tyler?
Yeah.
Oh, did he wear that stupid gold helmet?
No, he was wearing a white one.
Is it a glow-in-the-dark white one? Oh, that other thing really looks stupid.
I don't know, but we did not play well. I think we lost.
Oh.
We must have lost 17-1.
17-1.
Jeez, you know, I
Was
used
the
to
goalie in the goal?
Yeah, it was one of Tad's goalies actually.
Oh, really?
What?
Really?
Yeah, it was
One of the
his-
junior
I think-
Thunder
I
guys?
think it was the third string goalie.
Connor Traver. I
Yeah.
coached that. Yeah, that's.
Wow.
But,
You know,
I mean, we didn't help him out, but I was Tyler Potter's D partner, and I was.
what was your
probably
plus
one of-
minus? You really
I was,
sucked.
No, it was bad, but I probably.
16, I'm guessing.
No wonder Jeff doesn't want you back.
I was probably the best player on our team.
Probably.
So, maybe. So I would go and rush the puck, and then the puck would get turned over, and poor Potter's on an island by himself, just getting blown by 3 guys. And yeah.
Whoa, that didn't sound appropriate.
RJ Stockdale. How about this? Sully? Super chat. Okay, let's see. Fucking brutal hockey. Poor Walker.
I'm taking bribes to be on someone's men's league next year.
I bet you are.
How much are you paying?
My final picks are between the Bare Bones and the Northern Builders team.
Jeez, I mean, last year you beat the hell out of a retired dude, and now you're sucking up with rec hockey. I mean, what the hell? Super chat. Every time the other team scored, I would look to see if Zach was on the ice.
I usually was. I would rush the puck, and then we couldn't keep it in, and they'd just go back down the other way, and I was tired
It
of
was like a
backtracking.
men's league thing.
Yeah, it was the ALS charity.
Oh yeah,
tournament.
up to Fire Road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
so when I played men's league 1 year.
That's all.
I may have played.
Dude,
2.
this team we were playing was running systems. They had
Oh,
positions.
Christ.
Oh,
like,
really?
everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were very put together.
They had
and we
plays?
were just,
Wow, we had a
they were
Computer,
very good.
computer blue?
We had a puke buck on the bench.
We didn't have a puke. We just puked right on the bench. We didn't-
I would have
Our
just
game,
puked on
was
the
at,
ice.
our game was at 8 in the morning, so I'm sure they were just hailing
Oh,
over from the night.
Man, that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So then, you know, everybody else on your team's going, "Oh yeah, you're super. Yeah, you're a professional hockey player." Did they give you shit about that?
No.
Oh, good. They must.
Have you seen the size of this guy? Would you talk?
Yeah, are you gonna
shit?
give him shit?
Well, well, listen. They saw what happened to Terry Ryan. That's going to happen to them because they're getting ragdolled.
He beat up a fucking 70-year-old man.
3.
I'm good. Jen, come on, kid. We're gonna show them tonight.
All right.
God damn it.
You ready to take a break?
Yeah.
All right. So now that we've ranked on Walker for a little bit, we'll take our first break of the night and more Talkin' Smack Week 25 right after this.
Talkin' Smack is on the air, and it's brought to you by The Bullpen on Glen Street in downtown Glens Falls. The Bullpen, a favorite among locals, whether it's lunch, dinner, takeout, a night out, pregame, or postgame, The Bullpen is the place to go. The Bullpen's second floor contains Suite 216, the banquet room, perfect for hosting private functions for under 100 people. Chef Pam and a team offer a plethora of incredible food options for each guest. They offer a wide variety of menu options for everyone. Gluten-free and children's options are plentiful. Please let your server know if you have any allergy restrictions, and the Bullpen will be glad to accommodate you. The Bullpen on Glen Street, downtown Glens Falls. GNS Printing, providing solutions, not just printing, has been the place for printed products and competitive prices and unbeatable service in the Glens Falls, Queensbury, Lake George, South Glens Falls, Saratoga regions, and up and down the East Coast. Family owned and operated by Tim Cooper, GNS represents his 2 children. Gabby and Seth tells you everything you know that this is truly more than just a business. It's family. Celebrating its 24th year in the printing business, GNS Printing is your place for all your printing needs. Whether it's stationery products such as letterheads, envelopes, business cards, notepads, cut sheet form, marketing products such as brochures, presentation folders, postcards, newsletters, door hangers, posters, banners, trade show booths, rubber stamp ideal self-inking stamps, die plate dater stamps, handwood stamps, seal presses and embossers, continuous form carbonless forms, carbon interleave forms, single or multi-part forms, unit sets, handwritten forms, carbonless stud and edge glued, carbon interleaved, all sizes available. Checks, laser checks, continuous checks, uniset checks, pegboard checks, 3-on-a-page checks, label stocking, custom labels, laser labels, mailing labels, direct thermal labels, thermal transfer labels, barcode labels, graphic art design, custom design logos, artwork, brochures, forms, whether you need a single one-time order of business cards or a complete company analysis of all your printed products, GNS Printing is here to help, offering the most customized, friendly, reliable service with competitive pricing you will find anywhere. Call GNS Printing today, 518-232-2465. The Adventure Family Fun Center, the ultimate place for your class trip, after prom party, family reunion, or social event of the year. The 1,000-foot outdoor go-kart track is the largest and most exciting in the area. Take a spin on the Le Mans indoor go-kart track. Get your friends together and face off in their multi-level laser tag arena. Buckle up and hop into an adrenaline-pumping round of bumper cars. Score the ultimate gaming experience in the arcade and test your target skills on our all-new airsoft range. Adventure Family Fun Center, offering several different adventure specials, including birthday party packages that come with your own party room. You're home to the best in family fun in the Lake George region. It's the Adventure Family Fun Center on Route 9 in Queensbury. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Why don't you stop on by and see what they're smoking? Oscar Smokehouse has a great selection of smoked meats and cheeses. They carry a number of specialty items like their more than mustard, maple syrup, cheese spreads, beef jerky, and apparel. You'll also find a wide selection of meats including chicken, sausage, bacon, ham, plus their homemade stuffed burgers, salads, ribs, and steaks. Oscar Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Come on by and see what they're smoking.
Talking smack on this Wednesday, special Wednesday. Next week we'll be back on Tuesday night, and next week on the show we have a couple of guests that will be still in town. I think they've got like another. They'll be finished like in a day or two after that. But next week on the show, we're going to have Shaw Boomhauer and Ryan Conroy will be on the show from the Adirondack Thunder. They will be joining us. And it's a good thing Snacks isn't here, because I don't know if you know this or not. Snacks is a huge Shaw Boomhauer fan. Huge.
Well, who
so,
isn't?
Everyone in Glens.
So the thing about it is, so, he was bidding on this one jersey that Shaw wore during, well, it was one of his jerseys, one of the specialty jerseys. And then there was this, it's a whole thing with Snacks and Boomhauer's jersey. So if he goes fanboy next week, we'll know why. All right. So
did you say fanboy?
Fanboy, yeah.
No, I just like the way the kid hits people.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, you're on.
He brings some energy to a hockey.
He does. All right. Let's go. Super chat. All right. Let's see. We were pocketing pucks to keep the game speed up, so they were warm and bouncy too. Oh my God! I can see that happening. Another super chat. All right, if it makes Zach feel better, Shane Harper tried really hard to win the championship of the ALS tourney and was still beat by my old AYHA coaches team. I mean, it probably still doesn't.
No, but apparently Shane, I think, took a slap shot at some guy's foot. So I'm wondering why he's taking slap shots in a men's league tournament. I wasn't shooting pucks much off the ice or like that hard.
Because Harper hasn't scored a goal in 2 fucking years.
Harper was on your team too.
Wow. Man, oh man.
No, but I ran into his wife on the way out, Megan, and then I said I had 0 goals. Like I was probably the best one out there, but didn't score. She goes, same with Shane last night.
But in a game like that, wouldn't you want to kind of pass the puck and
distribute? But then honestly, it just gets to a point where it's like you play down to the level.
That's because I played with a bunch of pro guys, back in the days of Fire. One of my best teammates was Dave Hansen. All right, and Scoop,
I know Dave,
and played with Scoop as well too. Dave
Coral. We got to get him on too.
You're out there playing with guys that played the game, and a redneck like me who never played any organized hockey whatsoever, and I sucked when I started playing with those guys. Lisa's over there saying, "Yep, he sucked. He sucked hard. I was awful. I was truly brutal. It was embarrassing how bad I was." But when
were you blown by 3 guys?
No, he just sucked. He did the suck. RJ Stockton.
This is a family show.
I was hoping so bad somebody was going to do that.
I'll tell you what, though, Dave Hansen, would he know who he is?
from Slapshot.
Yeah.
One of the Hanson
Oh,
brothers.
he was a
He
tough.
does.
He's an actual Hanson though, but he was a tough. Richie used to come in,
Yeah.
and he'd walk in. Richie would slap him.
Oh.
I'd
What
say,
was the last name of the other two guys? RJ Stockdale. Oh, I'll be so mad that you don't know this. Yeah, I know
I don't
you
have it on
know.
the top of my
I
head.
know.
I don't have it on the top of my head. I'm sorry. I don't want
Carlson.
I don't
Yeah.
want it. But that
Jeff
that,
and Dave Carlson?
Yep.
No.
No, not Jeff.
Jeff,
Steve. And there is another Carlson as well, too. Super chat. All right, back we go. Dan, 37 in a row? No. I didn't have 37 in a row. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it. All those nice things I always say about you, forget about it. When I read his promo during the games, because he's with Adirondack, whatever he is there. I always say I always throw in the thing from Prestige Worldwide. If you ever watch Step Brothers, and Black Gloves.
That movie I've seen.
Security. So I always throw that into his ad there to see if anyone ever picks up on when I throw in Black Gloves. I'll put in security this weekend too. So that's for you, Nate, this weekend. Hope you enjoy it. All right.
We've done zero.
That's okay. That's all right. It's all right.
I
It's
think it's fun.
all right.
It's
So
awesome.
tonight we are without the shadow. Seth Cooper is not here. Allegedly, he was at a Mets game. I don't know if the Mets won or lost this afternoon. To be honest with you, I don't care.
They were down 5-2.
Were they?
Correct.
Well, and we had to talk beforehand. Soto, who used to play for the Yankees and is now playing for the Mets, the comments about him being a terrible outfielder, that he should probably just be playing designated hitter. Does that ring true, Coach? You coached softball, so you know a lot about baseball.
That's Sully. He knows.
Oh, so Sully, hold on.
Get into that?
Yeah.
No,
So
not
speaking
doing
of
it.
coaching, so let's get into this.
go.
So I don't know if you have any Little League eligibility left, but Jack is back coaching Little League again. He's coaching T-ball.
Oh God.
I would give an arm, and I actually thought about it last year. I would coach Little League tomorrow, not T-ball.
No.
Not
No.
T-ball.
No.
But I would love. I had my first. I coached kids before I had kids. My first Little League team was
That you knew of.
19. I was 19 years old. I had my first baseball team, and I would do it again tomorrow. I miss it horribly.
Yeah.
I love to.
I
coach
can
kids.
see you there, over there getting the foo-foo out.
Butterfinger.
Over there. All right. Come on, kids. Morris Buttermaker.
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 I said Butterfinger.
Not Rocco's bail bonds, but Chico's.
Yeah, no.
So you're back coaching T-ball again.
Oh, I don't know if I'm coaching. I went last week.
What does that mean?
And
Well, you got a couple dads there. You know how it gets. There's
did you
a few of
bench
them there.
anybody? Asshole.
Mike, what are you talking about?
Nothing.
Bench.
I was just curious if you crushed any kids' dreams like you did mine.
Yeah,
The reason he benched you,
Oh,
and we found this out, the reason he benched you is because your dad said you
don't.
sucked.
You
I
don't
got
know
a direct
that.
order from Barn.
You don't know that. Ask
Yeah.
him. Yeah,
Huh?
can't do that.
Am I Barn?
Zach, that's how I handle
Yeah.
things like that. Is
Oh,
through
wow.
humor.
Super chat.
Sorry.
All right. Sully just coaching Little League at 19, trying to pick up single moms to take to the bingo parlor. Look at it.
Dude, Nathan is on
can't say
fire
anything,
tonight,
You
man.
can't say anything about that.
Nate's just got
You
it.
know what, Nate? I'm gonna
Did
tell
you try to
something.
scope on the single moms?
Of course. I'll tell you. So here, I'm going to tell you. So parents out there,
Single
blame
moms.
me.
so, and you'll. So here's the rule to coaching a Little League team when you go to the draft.
Oh boy.
They have a draft.
Don't even. I know exactly.
When you go to
where
a
you're
Little
going.
League draft, the first rule you got to find a father that owns like a pizza place,
The nicest neighborhood.
or an ice cream joint.
Yep.
You gotta find a hot mom, preferably single, because there's always one.
All right.
There's
So
always one.
right now at the
There's always
table,
one.
that means Jack's out, Zach's out, you're out, I'm out. So, okay.
And then need a kid with a pool for the after year party.
Wow. That's planning right there.
That is,
Very
man.
good.
That is planning.
You're right.
Super chat. I agree with Sully. Coaching 9 to 12-year-olds. You know their moms are smoking hot.
Thank you, Jeff Cummings. He gets it.
He's one of your buds. You guys were trying to scope on the single chicks back in the day.
It's all about the kids.
Did Did you guys ever watch Kingpin?
Yeah.
The Big E. Ernie. They do the United Way commercial. He's like, sometimes he's even there when I wake up in the morning.
Hey, listen, there's some of us that have lived that, okay? And there's nothing like waking up and having your science teacher come out in one of those Animal House moments. Remember, you'd never seen Animal House.
And you should be shot for that, by the way.
Yeah.
And the Blues Brothers.
Have you seen Animal House?
Where the professor comes out in his sweater. Well, he's 100 years younger than the rest of us.
What, with Donald Sutherland?
When he comes... I had one of those moments happen to me.
No.
Mom brought home my science teacher. I'm like, what the frick?
What was your grade in science?
My grade was A, dude.
Yes!
Hey, was it Thomas Dolby?
No, his nickname was Wolfman Jack.
Oh,
Thomas
Is that what you got
Dolby.
in your radio?
Oh, no, baby.
Nobody else got that joke.
I got it. Oh, he was also my reading teacher, so I didn't do a book report. And I said, if you want to know what the book's about, you read the freaking book. I'm not.
He couldn't. He was busy.
He was busy with mom. All of a sudden, I got that Forrest Gump noise going through my head. Thanks, Mom. Super chat.
Oh, my God.
After the first 5 picks, go MILF. So, Jackie, were you married when you were his little league coach?
No, but I was only
You were
like
19.
I was like 21 or 22.
So, were you with Beth?
I was.
So, did you? Oh, so who picked the team? You or Barney?
Yeah, Jack.
Boy, you painted yourself into a corner.
I'm trying to think that year.
Yeah, I bet you are.
No, we had no. Barney had a team. I had a team during the year. Then they picked me.
Oh, so then you were all-star coach.
So whose team?
So-
Who finished in first place that year, Jack? Your team
Well-
or my team?
No, my team.
Excuse me?
I think my team did.
Oh, you did. You had that
Did
Corey McEntee left.
Didn't I have like Joey Hoffman and those guys?
100 years ago, and Sully remembers like it happened this afternoon.
You threw the left-handed kid, Corey McEntee, and we shelled him. And you lost the championship. I won that championship.
I
Really?
hate to be this guy, but does anybody else hear glory days in their back of
Hey, listen. We did mention Rudy earlier.
So you remember that like it was yesterday.
I didn't win that many.
What's that movie?
So that was your Little League championship?
Yeah.
How old?
Did you get a trophy? Do you still have it?
No.
How old were you?
RJ Stockdale.
Well, you have senior league, you have little league.
No, I think I was
You were gonna say-
12.
Were you
So
pony?
that's little league.
Yeah.
And you know what?
I think I got a trophy at my.
You were coached with
What was
Keith Weibel, right?
It was me and Keith Weibel.
Yeah, we
The
kicked the
whip.
shit out of you guys.
Really? I had a pretty good team that
Because
year.
you tried to cheat. You threw the McEntee kid and he wasn't allowed to pitch. We called you out on it.
Wow.
Then you put in George
Who's the McEntee
McMurtry
kid? Anyways.
and Corey Mack. You remember Corey McEntee, your left-hander you tried to cheat with
You
that
sure you're
game?
not thinking about another
No,
team?
you
God,
sure?
no,
that wasn't
God,
me.
I wish my father was alive right now.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason why.
I'm trying to think. I don't
Pick
remember
and
that.
choose. Yeah, I know. Wow. Coach got the shit kicked
So
out of
Sully
him.
I don't
It's
remember
on the
that.
rundown.
I don't think so. I don't recall that.
So we do have a guest that has popped in. Do we care?
Yeah, is it Seth?
Yes, of course it's Seth.
Probably
let me
wanting to
let me
complain
put my
because we're not going with the rundown.
boy.
Can you put him on?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, let's-
I
Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell? You look very comfortable there. Are you?
Wow. Well,
Are you
Live
watching
PD.
Live PD?
We're fat.
No, that's Fridays and Saturdays. You should know this by now.
I should know that by now. So, did you go to the Mets game today?
He's
We
got it.
sure did. Watch the Mets get no hit through six.
So, did you get a haircut, or is that just an optical illusion that alpaca is trimmed down?
No,
He's got the cop.
no,
haircut.
I got a haircut last week.
Oh, okay. Because we haven't seen you. So, I mean, now the alpaca's been tamed somewhat. How was your game this
The
afternoon?
alpaca's gone.
So, is it gone for good, or are you gonna let that thing grow and then donate your alpaca to Alpacas for Love?
No, it's gone for good. Gone for good.
I want you to put your phone camera. I want you to put it on the TV. I want to see what you're watching.
I'm not watching anything at the moment. Let's see. I don't know if I can do.
Did you
I
just
can't
roll
turn it
in?
around.
Or did you just roll in?
I just rolled in maybe like 5 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, we replaced you with Zach Walker. Sorry about that.
That's completely
but we're
fine.
not really sorry about that. I mean,
Yeah. So
The
did you have?
Mets win?
They lost. They were no hit through six.
Is it
That's
because
all right.
of you?
No, we're on to the Sacramento A's. I have a good record so far this year. I'm
right.
3-1 at City Field so far. Not horrible.
Well, good. All right, so you're missing everybody here. That's why you jumped on?
Well, I get to see Brian tomorrow, so.
Oh, you'll see Brian tomorrow? What do you?
Yeah,
is he doing the nude?
We're gonna have some dinner.
Brian Engel. He's gonna be cooking in the nude tomorrow. Yeah. So
hopefully it's nothing that uses oil or grease because
baby oil. I don't know who's getting baby oil, whether it's gonna be Brian or it's gonna be Seth. But Seth, listen, good for you, brother. That's tough to clean up afterwards.
Right, the boss is away.
Yeah, that's all right. The boss is away.
That's
right. And Jacques is down at the Masters, and on his birthday, no less. I mean, well, happy birthday to you, Jacques.
Happy birthday.
So you gonna have a big birthday soiree without him tomorrow?
We had our birthday soiree yesterday.
Oh, hold on a second here, guys. Did you get the message?
No. Yeah, no, I didn't get.
No.
Here's something that you might not know about the King of Bacon. He absolutely does not like his birthday celebrated. So I put a thing on Facebook today, and then also made sure that people called his extension to leave a voicemail for happy birthday. So when he gets back on Tuesday, he's going to have to go through birthday messages, which he's going to love.
So, Shadow, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You look like you're in a Wu-Tang Clan video. I can't understand.
A Wu-Tang?
I know. Seth, have you been
Wu-Tang
Seth,
Clan
Wu-Tang. Super chat.
All right. We got two. We'll start off with this one. Jeff Cummings had a question. I want to know if Potter was
Potter the umpire back in the day for your game?
Oh, Potter was my teammate in the ALS.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Super chat.
This one I love. I'm loving Nate tonight, man.
Imagine being so insecure about your podcasting producing that you have to call in on your day off.
Listen, I know that you haven't gotten to what's setting off Sully being brought to you by Beans Country Store. I know you'll get there. But one thing that does piss me off is why the hell does everybody need to stop at a rest area? First and foremost, when you travel, you're supposed to just get to your destination. I don't need to stop and get Shake Shack.
Are you drinking? Have you been drinking?
No, I'm completely sober.
Did you take an edible?
I was gonna say
something. He's talking cursive.
Society.
He's
got like that perma grin little thing.
You're talking like me on a Tuesday at about 9:30.
Wait, I thought it was 9 o'clock.
It's 9:30 somewhere.
Right.
Exactly. So you're pissed off because people have to stop and take a squirt or dump it.
It is absolutely unbelievable.
So you're complaining about your father, is what you're saying?
No, my dad only stopped once, which is completely fine.
Which is more than what you're.
Okay, so why does
it piss you off so much? So who's the one?
There's just no need. There's just no need for a rest area. Like you're getting your destination.
No need for a rest area. What is? Listen, when you get to be our age and nature calls, you answer the damn call.
Yeah, man.
You answer.
I mean, I could see it if you were wearing a Depends or something.
I mean, are you wearing one of those astronaut diapers again?
No. Stop telling all my secrets.
Not again.
So you do wear them.
No. But stop telling all my secrets.
So you have good bladder control is what you're saying at this stage? And I mean, is
I've
that
always had good bladder control.
So your bladder control is in effect. Go ahead, Snacks. I'll let you ask the question.
So you only have half a bladder is what you're saying.
I don't know if I have half a bladder, but I do think only having one ball helps out.
Well, it's always in your court.
Did you know?
RJ, stop there.
Did you know that Seth has one ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Trying to bring you up to
chat.
speed.
Super chat, and it says Seth won't do that again.
We told you once.
We done told you.
All you need is one ball. That's all you need.
I don't believe for 1 second that you haven't had a drink or an edible or something.
No, I haven't had anything. I'm completely sober.
No, you missed the whole nudicle conversation. We had a whole roundtable discussion.
Well, there are nudicles, so you can put a nudicle in to make it feel like you got two nugs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, Seth, if Mrs. Seth, the soon-to-be Mrs. Seth, wants a nudicle thrown in there just so she can experience the rumble from down under like the Junk Clan.
Would that be a ball implant?
Super chat. I'm with Seth on the One Nut Island. There you go. Nate Brimmer, One Nut. Oh!
We should get a picture.
Super chat. You're only as strong as your weakest bladder.
True words.
Thanks, AC.
Where the hell are you tonight, by the way?
He's working on Talkin' Smack stuff. He's working on our website, believe it or not.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
Well, Shadow isn't.
I take it back.
He's too busy getting ready for primed up for whatever he's got going on tomorrow with PD. Live PD. I wasn't at a Mets game. I was hanging out to Sticks Larkin in a seminar, man. I said seminar.
I'll tell you what. So we're at opening day for the Mets. All of a sudden, I hear the Cops theme, and I get super excited. I'm going, what's going on?
Excited? What kind of excited?
The Mets have a sponsorship with Live PD, and Dan Abrams and the guy Tom from New Jersey was there at the Mets game, and they showed him on the big screen. I about lost my one nut.
I got to ask you, Seth, I have to agree with Sully.
It's no way.
Like, you're on something tonight, brother.
No way.
You're on something, dude.
I might be a little tired.
Did you get?
Yo, is that it?
I'm just a little tired.
That's what I'm going to tell the cop too.
Hey, it might work. I did tell Donnie Long before I knew Donnie Long. Hey, do you know who Art Poulier is? Because he said I was all set. I got out of a speeding ticket.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
You got out of a
now you're getting Donnie in trouble.
I don't know if we should put that up.
We're gonna have to edit that part out.
Yeah,
that never happened.
We're live, pal.
There is a super chat that I don't even know if I should really.
I want to see it. Which one is it?
This one. I think I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
This one. I think.
Oh Jesus!
Is it that bad?
No, I double dog dare you.
No,
you can't. No, you can't.
No.
You're the producer.
Oh, well.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh
No. Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Seth and I can just put our nuts together like power rings to form Captain Ejaculate.
He means Power Rangers, first of all.
I thought he was like Ace and Gary.
Wonder Twins.
In the form of a glacier.
Well, we were going to make it to week number 26. Super chat. It's a family show. And between the two of your nuts, you can make a family.
Listen to me.
Oh, boy.
I'm the voice of reason now?
Super chat. Okay, another one. Live PD at the game trigger an accident. So you said you got excited. What kind of excited are we talking about?
I just popped a little bit. I got a little RJ knows what pop is.
You gotta be freaking drunk. You gotta be.
No.
All right. Who here at the table thinks Seth is on
He's so
something?
full of shit.
All right.
No, I'm completely sober. I am completely sober.
You're actually funny tonight. Oh no! Now I know he's not drunk now because he just made that face. Oh shit! They got the better of me, man. They did.
I am SOBER.
I'm surprised you could spell.
I'm glad he. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
we know he can't add.
Yep.
When are we doing that again? By the way.
Oh, when are we doing Family Feud again? You said June.
June. We're doing it the week after Pete Cloutier's episode.
Okay, so probably June 17th
thanks for
or
blowing
so.
that plug.
All right. Well, we'll man. We might actually get to the rundown later on.
We've done nothing.
I had the rundown all ready to go, and I got the text this morning, and I went, I know I'm forgetting something. I don't know what it is.
Squeeze it all in the next hour.
Yeah, we got another hour to go.
At 6 in the morning, Sully, I'm drinking.
Well, no, we're talking right now.
What are you talking about?
Right now,
Oh.
Yeah.
whatever you're on, make sure you're on it next week, okay? We'll give you a ride.
No, bring some back with you.
Sure, don't spare it,
For
bro.
RJ.
RJ Stockdale.
I don't know if I sniffed something at the chop shops headed to City Field or what, but
the chop shop.
I am sober.
Yeah,
we can. We can. All right, listen, we're gonna let you
gone
go.
with you.
You go sober up, and we'll check in with you later. Thanks for checking
You
in,
come
Seth.
back and tell the truth.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks, Seth.
you
Go think
can't
about what you've
handle the truth.
Dude, he is,
Oh,
Goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shadow. Seth Cooper.
Wow.
He is so
Yeah,
nice.
you're right. Only he knows.
Is he on something tonight?
Absolutely. What do you mean? Is he on something tonight?
He was grand too.
Why are we counting anyway with Kenny not here? Is
We
that
always
a
count.
thing?
We always count your shit.
He's watching at home.
Kenny watches. When
He's
we go
got like a little ump counter.
when we
Umpire's clicker.
so when I get into when he comes into the radio station tomorrow morning, he will tell me how many that Sully had.
I don't think I've had one yet.
You're doing ladies. RJ, stop it.
Fuck this.
Super chat. Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh geez.
Why do they keep doing this to me, man? Jesus.
He's not drunk. His bladder is just full, and he's talking with pee in his mouth because he didn't stop at the rest area. That sort of sounded like the hockey game the other day, didn't it, Zach? Super chat. All right. This is just bad. This is what Seth would be like if you remove producer responsibility from him. Well, whoa.
I don't know that the world is ready for that, Dan.
I don't either. Seth unplugged? I mean, really. I've seen it unplugged, and I don't know if I'm ready for it full time.
Seth, Conifer Park's right on the way home.
Just give us the rest of your shit before you check in.
We have it.
All right.
Then we're good. We don't need anything else. We're good. He can go for a while. So we're talking smack week number 25. Oh my God! Next week is our 6-month anniversary.
Yeah, that's
crazy. I mean, seriously.
You guys want like gold watches or some shit?
After the money we blew this week, it's not in the budget. Trust me.
Better than 3 guys on the ice.
Speaking of blowing, all right. Yeah, no. Did I tell you we got?
What was the noise you made after that?
Wait, was my Rodney Ding?
Rodney.
Rodney.
You weren't at the game the other night, so I think it was Billy went out and did the gun with the T-shirt.
Yeah.
And he shot one up high in this row, and this kid went and jumped out to catch it. And all of a sudden, you hear the announcer go, "Nice snatch!"
I heard you did not.
Yeah, it was. It's another thing. It's another phrase for catching. Nice snatch.
And listen, but everybody in our area in our row.
I am so proud of you right now.
You wish you would have thought of that when you were doing it.
I'm literally like this. I grab my phone and I'm texting him.
Yeah.
Did Dan Miner, the announcer, just say night snatch?
You said that?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
But everybody, the best thing was that all the women that were sitting in the area were all like looking at each other.
Is
Like,
it you? Who's he talking about?
Welcome to the Thunder Snatch Zone. Okay, super chat. Seth must have stopped.
Aren't you glad you came?
Seth must have stopped at the Binger parlor on the way home. Yeah, he got a little dab.
Hey!
Not with your mom. Jesus, I don't
like that. How
they
close
probably
that
watch
was.
PD down there.
well, she's been featured a few times.
You know what? And that was I'm kicking myself because I wanted to ask them if they knew anything about anybody on Live PD when we played them this week.
Oh yeah, that would.
yeah.
Seth would have lost his stuff up there.
But you did find out something when you had New York's Finest come in, and there's something that a lot of people don't realize, that New York's Finest were involved with one of my favorite football movies.
Yes, was The Longest Yard.
Yeah, you knew that was
Really?
Which one? The
original
one?
So they explained it to me.
Classic.
So what happened was,
Do you remember the original one? You know the movie The Longest Yard?
Back-
The original one?
back in
Well,
the
you do the Adam Sandler version, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
so
dude, I'm the
this
Adam
team's
Sandler
this
version,
team's
too.
been around for a while.
Did you know that it was a remake of a movie?
I didn't know it was a remake. I've heard of the.
Well, you watch the Adam Sandler version.
Yeah.
With
All
Burt
right.
Reynolds.
With
But
Burt-
Burt Reynolds.
the first one was
But
way
the
more
original,
badass,
the
dude.
original had like
Badass,
Ray
I believe.
Nitschke and all these guys on it.
And Burt Reynolds.
And I never knew it was.
Eddie Albert.
But I never knew
Yeah,
that
Burt
it was.
Reynolds.
I never knew that it was a right or a actual movie from an event. And then I talked to these guys and they were explaining to me.
Well, that actually happened?
Oh, yeah.
So this
Get outta here, really?
New York PD Finest has been around for a while. So what happened was back in the 60s or 70s, they had a game that was coming up and they needed to prepare for it. So they were trying to figure out who they were going to play, like a warm-up game to play into it. And they wound up coming up with the idea that they were going to play the
No
inmates.
shit.
And they wound up playing the
I
inmates
had no idea that was a thing.
at the penitentiary or whatever.
I have to ask Dan a
idea.
question here, because I know this is like one of your least favorite songs. Do you know the song that was playing when Burt Reynolds crashed the car when he got after he did whatever he did in The Longest Yard?
Convoy?
There's a lot of bears in the air. No, but it's a Leonard Skinner song.
Oh, Sweet Home Alabama?
No, it's actually Saturday Night Special.
Oh, I like Saturday Night Special.
No,
Why do you know that?
Because I'm freaking nuts, okay? What do you want me to
RJ
say?
Stockdale.
Yay!
Yeah, I love that movie.
I've seen the movie 100 times.
That is the thing that you would know. I don't even know.
But that was all based, and that came out of the New York City Police Department.
Great movie.
Yeah. Super Chat. You got that look on your face, John. There's another version of The Longest Yard. Question mark is the equivalent of asking if Paul McCartney was in another group before Wings. I don't like Wings either. You guys don't like the Beatles. I don't like Wings. That's
I didn't say I don't like the Beatles. I just
don't understand all the hype.
Well, they're over. Yeah,
I
overrated.
appreciate the Beatles.
What about Badfinger?
What's that?
What about Badfinger?
Badfinger, Stinkfinger. I don't like
basically
either.
a JV Paul McCartney.
What are you laughing at, Coach?
Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney was in a band called Badfinger.
No. He wrote songs for them. They were,
and then he
Was
did
that
some
a heavy
background
metal
vocals.
band?
No. If
They
you
worked for
want
Apple
it,
Records.
here it is. Come and get it.
Oh,
And it's a
They
Baby
had a few.
Blue.
Yes, they had a few, but they worked
blew
for
up
Apple
3
Records.
guys.
That was McCartney's.
Baby Blue.
was Coach laughing at you or something?
Yeah, he was. He was actually.
The same guy that drives around in a snowball singing Cher.
Yeah. What?
Listen, I like Cher.
So recent.
Got you,
Would you
baby.
turn that
Jesse James is a fucking
Dude, that's a
killer
great
song.
That's
Out of
Killer
absolute
song.
dinosaur.
I love that song.
I
man.
had tickets to go see Cher.
Kid me?
No, I
Did you get him for Coach too?
Oh, I had a bad experience with tickets for Cher one time.
Gene Simmons
Somebody,
used to
when I
hit it.
used
Tell
to,
us the story.
when I used to work with the state, somebody actually thought I liked Cher. So they came to the Cher.
Well, it's because you got those Bob Mackie dresses.
Well,
on.
You do like to, did they mean you like to share with people?
So-
or?
Yeah, right?
So
No, Cher was playing down in Albany with the village people. And somebody made a prank. They thought that I liked Cher, so they got me tickets for my
and you're
birthday.
really a Village People fan.
And you benched him for that? Oh man!
I always like the guy that looked like Mattingly with a cowboy hat.
Well, I had a guy I worked with. He's pretty clever.
he made up tickets that looked just like real tickets. For to go
So
to Cher.
So
And
you
what they
didn't-
wanted to do.
You went all the way down there with fake
Oh,
tickets?
no, we went down. He took me out, had something to eat and all that. And everybody at work was all in on this because they wanted me to go down there and hand in my,
Fake
scan my fake tickets because they wanted to see me get arrested and go in jail for a night. This is the mentality of
These are your friends.
Yeah,
of
those
my
are
buddies. Yeah. But just before we got there.
Why
the
didn't
guy-
we think of this?
Yeah.
So
Before
where'd
we
they
got
do
there,
it? Like
the guy-
Kinko's or some shit?
Huh?
Where'd they do it? Like Kinko's or something?
I
I
don't
don't
tickets
know.
looked real. Anyway, so he told me just before we went. He says, "I can't let you go through with this because everybody
Are
at
you
work."
kidding me?
Oh, not kidding. No, not
And
kidding
so,
at all.
which village
I didn't
person?
want to go to begin with.
Sounds
but
like
I
my
went because-
asshole friends.
Yeah, I just went because I didn't want to.
So, which village person were you dressed up as?
Well, where did I work? What kind of
You were
uniform
dressed
was
up as the corrections officer.
that? Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, all my buddies they wanted me to get arrested, spend a night in jail.
Wow.
But he couldn't go through with it.
True
so
friends
we
right
never-
there,
That's love, bro.
Yeah.
That's love.
Use
It
the
was.
toilet paper as a pillow.
And, and with that, we'll take our next break. This is Talkin' Smack Week 25 for the Bullpen. Back with more after this.
Brought to you by Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal Service. Do you have a lot of junk or waste to remove from your home? Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal offers compact and cost-effective dumpsters and other waste removal services, such as appliance removal and estate cleanouts. Based out of South Glens Falls, Clean It Out Containers is a family-owned and operated dumpster rental business that provides convenient roll-off dumpster services. Whether you have a garage full of junk, extra scrap metal to dispose of, or even organic waste like lawn debris and branches, they have you covered. Clean It Out Containers also features highly competitive rates and flexible rental times. You can easily select a service on their website and then pick a date or time that works for you. Call and book via phone. Brought to you by GA Bove Fuels. At GA Bove Fuels, they take pride in providing timely and reliable oil and propane delivery services. Whether you're located in the Lake George and Glens Falls regions of New York or as far away as the Bennington, Vermont area, we are able to serve you. They encourage you to contact them today and learn more about their propane and oil delivery services as well as the other work they complete for you. Whether you need a minor furnace repair, complete AC installation, or routine HVAC system maintenance, GA Bove's fully trained and certified technicians will help you out. In addition to the heating and cooling work, they also supply premium diesel, gas blends, heating oil, wood pellets, and other fuel delivery options to properties across the entire Northern Capital Region. GA Bove Fuels. Give Mike Sullivan a call at 518-337-6599. By your Edward Jones financial advisor serving Glens Falls, Stephen Babson. Get the personal financial advice you need to achieve your goals. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, for children or grandchildren, or just trying to protect the financial future of the ones you care for the most, Stephen Babson can work together with you to develop specific strategies to help you achieve your goals. Stephen Babson can also monitor your progress. Give Stephen Babson a call today at Edward Jones in Glens Falls at the corner of Bay and Washington. By Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters. When you choose Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll always have access to the area's lowest prices. As a family-owned and operated business for over a decade, you'll be treated like our neighbor. That means affordable prices and friendly, knowledgeable service every time. Get in touch today to find out more how they can help you improve your gutters and protect your roof for years to come. When you work with Mullen Construction and Seamless Gutters, you'll get a 10-year workmanship warranty on gutters, downspouts, and leak protection. If anything goes wrong with your work, it'll be covered.
We talk smack it. All right. So next week, it's our 6-month anniversary. It's going to be a party in the house. Next week on the show, Shaw Boomhauer, Ryan Conroy, and I hope that they bring
A jersey.
I hope Ryan Wheeler comes along because
Ed.
When?
What?
It's Ed from Ed and Eddie.
So the deal is that when we went to the Dominican Republic,
Tuesday or Wednesday?
So when we did the Dominican,
Tuesday.
Thank you, Donna. Happy birthday, Donna. Donna Engel celebrating her birthday.
Speaking of the Beatles.
So when we were in the Dominican and we mentioned the Wheels that we were going, he goes, "Oh man, Mama Juana, it's a drink."
You didn't give it to him yet?
No, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him. So I did something to earn a bottle of Mama Juana. Okay, so
dude, I'm so sad that
LT
Seth didn't
Grant.
show the video because the video was given.
Oh
to
no,
Seth.
there's other videos, but they're locked behind locked doors.
Yeah, they're
It had nothing to do with 3 guys today.
No,
that was Lisa. It was Dan and
those guys came up and they molested her. They were all over her shit. I mean, it's just so I had to come up and I had to do a little dance and I won some Mama Juana. So I got a bottle for Wheels.
You got a deck of cards too, didn't you?
And a deck of cards. I'll give him those too because he's got time to play.
Oh yeah.
So he can play cards and he can drink the Mama Juana. It's got healing powers, I understand. So I'm hoping Wheels shows up next week, but he'll be looking to get into one of those robes as well. Because if he shows up next week, that's number 3 for him.
No, Boomhauer?
No,
for Wheels.
Wheels.
Oh, yeah.
Wheels will have 3. I mean, right now Walker's the leader in the clubhouse with 4. I'm surprised that Harper just hasn't shown up tonight. Say, hey, what about me?
He's whole practice in the slap shot.
Super chat. All right, what do we got here? Okay, the genesis of this is pure jealousy. But does Zach Walker shop exclusively at Baby Gap?
Oh, shots fired.
Wow.
Do you want us to point who Brimmer is when he comes walking in the door?
No, but I want to hear your response.
No, I always tell people I buy it. They're like, "Oh, you look pretty big." I said, "I know. I just buy small clothes."
Oh, that's like a Pauly.
Yeah.
Schmediums.
I get the same thing. They look at me like this shirt's 2XL. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? If I get a 3XL, it goes on my freaking knees.
Yeah.
Well, I get the 3XL so I don't look so big.
I'm in the middle. What do you
I don't get 3XLs anymore.
Once you enter the world of 2XL,
I can wear an XL.
Once you enter the world of 2XL, you usually
Just
don't
give him
come
the
back.
finger. I tell you.
Hey, listen, I'm down 80 pounds. What do I give? I don't give a shit.
And you look awesome, Dan Miner.
You do.
Yeah,
but
you're down 80 pounds.
I gotta tell you, you take the most unflattering pictures for the pregame pictures that you take before. Have you ever noticed that? Have you guys ever noticed
do you
that?
take him in the bathroom? Because that's part of the rundown.
Oh, so
hey.
How about that segue? How'd I do?
We got something on the
Yay! RJ Stockton.
Knew we'd get one in.
So what's the deal with women taking selfies in the shitter? What is it? I mean,
is that a real
thing?
thing?
A woman on the dais.
I mean, let me go to the young guy in the panel right now, Zach Walker.
Well, are we talking like full on like porcelain pot in the background? Or are we like talking like in the mirror?
Like a mirror
Like,
selfie?
why is it?
Well, you don't know. You don't know what they do when they go in there. They can be doing
No,
anything.
I don't.
We don't know you do when you go in there.
They could be blowing 3 guys.
Right?
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
You didn't hear it? You didn't hear it?
I thought I did. I'm going to watch that on a replay.
I
Wow, I hope we make it to week 26. We were this close. This close.
6 months.
I'm not going to even say cut them off because it's Sully and Plus.
So what's setting Sully up this week?
We'll get to that. But the whole thing is, you get, women. I mean, just bathroom selfies. I just don't get it.
It's just they want attention, is what it is.
So why take it in the shitter?
I don't know.
Why not take it
Well, honestly,
Coach, where do you take your selfies?
I was going to say that's the best place to take
With a big girl right in the back going,
I know it's not in the food truck.
Down on
not on a Friday morning, dude.
Apparently not.
No.
No, actually, I do take selfies in the food truck. I send some to you guys
Yeah.
once in a while if I got myself in front of some bacon or something.
Yeah, you
I
do.
send them to you, yeah. So it is.
Why is Snacks always in the
but-
background eating it?
Well, geez.
He's eating what, did he eat like a half a rasher of raw beef, ground beef the other day?
I guess so. I didn't find out till the next day.
No, he had 3 big packages of raw hamburger in there.
Yeah.
And I went over and it was brand new, so I said, "Oh."
You said what?
I said, "Oh."
okay.
Yeah.
So I grabbed a small corner of it and put some salt and pepper on
Yeah,
it.
you're small. Look at those
So-
meat hooks. He's got
And
a small corner.
Jack.
The size.
He was slick with it too because the cellophane that goes over it, he had it pretty tight back. So when I opened it,
I
it was
pushed
kinda,
the hamburger
yeah.
down so it looked like it filled the
Oh
corner.
yeah. I know that. Oh, son of a bitch.
Did you see that? That was like the most proudest thing. Like usually,
Jack, I learned a solution to your problem on week 1.
What's that?
Just leave a can of Alpo in the
He'll
his
eat that.
preference anyway. There's the
probably
one. Yes,
He probably would.
I got one. Just leave a can of Alpo. You'll be fine.
All right, so
Yeah. You fucking Lauren Green over there?
Because I've eaten apple.
Yeah. Wait.
the young guys have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
because
I
I've eaten,
remember.
No.
it's because I've eaten apple.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here
Was
for
that
the
a
first
bad
part
or
of
was
the
it-
week.
Have you ever eaten dog food?
You're a part timer then.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know what the hell my mom was feeding me back
Coach,
there.
you ever eat dog food?
Oh, I had a biscuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach?
No.
Soul dog.
Yeah.
Johnny Pratt.
try to biscuit.
All right, Milk Bone dog biscuit.
I've
on a
done
dare.
that.
Why would you guys have
Alpo.
tried a biscuit?
Hey,
Why?
I was like,
There's no
7
graham
years-
crackers in the house.
Because I was 7
I
years
don't
old.
get it.
I
Elbow
was
and
7.
sausages.
And that was it. Like those snack club crackers or Ritz. It was.
Dude, I was
We were
7
poor.
I was 7 years old. I was giving my dog some treats. I was like, "Hey, I wonder what these taste like." Because I was 7.
I was dared.
So, oh, okay.
Dude, I saw you make out with the MREs that night. You'll fucking do anything.
No. I was just really.
Never mind. I'm good.
I was just really elevated that
So
night.
instead of eating the peanut butter, you gave the peanut butter to the dog and you ate the milk bone instead.
Oh, we know
At
where
the
the
same
peanut butter
time.
went.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta
I was waiting for that.
But ask yourself.
Who's a good boy?
Right.
But here's the other thing. I've had sausages. Now sausages, all of a sudden there's
jeez.
combos.
What a surprise.
Wait a minute. Sausages?
Now there's combos. That's not the same fucking thing.
No, but sausages came out first.
11.
And combos.
11.
Super chat.
Let me
Well,
guess.
This one's
Just once, I'd like to see a bathroom selfie of a girl eating a Snickers bar.
Even I'm gonna give
What?
it.
And why do they do the duck lips shit?
And while they're in the shitter. Why are they
Why
doing
are they doing that? Right?
I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah. Why do they do the? What's
I
the
don't
duck
know.
lips thing?
I don't understand. I don't get it. Super chat. All right. It's where most people have a mirror and your phone reverses photos while with the selfie camera by default. Taking a picture in the mirror, it fixes that.
Yeah.
But you got the stink. You can see the fumes coming off the friggin' shitter. Okay, so you can see that coming up. And they're there going, and then they got the woman in the back there. She's going, "Hey, I got extra toilet paper."
Steamer.
Uh,
Just fucking said the steamer.
12, Sully. 12.
Super chat.
I've lost count.
Most
I
dog
He
food is just
just
corned
said
beef
this.
hash upgrade.
Dude, you know what? He's not wrong. I have to give my my dogs like canned dog food, and it really does like this like chop stuff I have. It has the consistency of a can of corned beef hash. It's kind of disgusting, actually.
You got a dog, don't you, Zach?
Yeah, my dog eats better than I do.
Yeah. All right. So, do you feed your dog moist food?
Yeah, we do wet at night and dry in the
Try in the morning, yeah.
So with me, when back when we had cats and when I had dogs as a kid, you know, when you do that moist stuff, I would open it up and I would instantly.
it's gross.
My cat would have starved if I had to do that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I dry food. If you don't like it, then you go catch a rabbit.
You wouldn't do that to your pet.
Go catch a rabbit. Really? You're gonna make the cat go out and hunt for
No,
itself?
you know what? Yeah.
Poor Scooter.
Poor Scooter has gone on to the rainbow run.
Okay.
I could have a dozen mice in my house, and he would leave them all alone. He would go down, and like a lot of cats will catch a rabbit or a squirrel, they'll knock it around.
They're playing with it.
No, my cat would eat the fucking thing.
No,
like,
really?
right
13.
down to the nothing.
No, my cat.
But yeah, like he was
Would it eat
like
the guts?
I didn't feed it.
Would it eat the guts first?
Yeah, no, I don't know what he ate first.
Because there are some animals
that
that
gonna watch it.
Oh,
But
my cat used to.
I
eat.
saw the end result.
My cat Rock, he would eat, and he lived to be 20 years old. This guy, he was an outside.
Rock, not Farouk.
I should outlive you.
No, he was out. No, he's been dead for 10 years, so I think I beat
know
him.
it's a bad joke.
But, I have Edgar now.
A bad joke.
But no, he would just eat the whole freaking thing, and then he'd like spit out the exoskeleton. It was all bones would come out.
It's like if you would eat the fish.
Oh. Yeah, it was crazy.
Super chat. Odie the cat.
That's Garfield's pal.
Oh no, Otis
Otis
is
a
watching.
dog.
Oh, Otis is watching.
Oh, Otis is watching us. All right.
Otis is watching. I don't think Otis would eat. Well, I don't know.
Who the hell?
Otis,
He's
Otis
from the south.
We're gonna have to have our buddy Otis on the show.
Bring him on.
Otis,
Who's Otis?
Eric Miller is a buddy of ours.
He
We
was
went
on the show with them when they were in
when we were in the Dominican. He was the one that we were going to have him run around without a shirt on and say, "Mr. Stacks, I have my pal for you, Mr. Stacks." You know, and Otis is just, you'll love him. I will bring him. You're gonna. Oh, you just no. Bringing Otis on that'd be a freaking trip.
I've known him forever.
Oh my God. All right. So the other thing that's before we get to what's setting Sully off, the other thing that's got me concerned this week. So these scientists, these stupid idiots, we can't cure cancer, we can't cure this, we can't cure that, but we could goddamn go and clone a wolf that's been extinct for hundreds and hundreds of years. So what the hell's next? Dinosaurs? Woolly mammoths? Man, I can't watch Jurassic
I
Park.
was going to say, have we learned
I am
nothing?
scared to death.
I still think that Pete Cluche is full of shit. There's no way there's wolves in Queensbury.
No, there are.
Yeah.
No,
there are.
that's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
there are.
Yeah.
Wolves.
Yes.
Gray wolves.
Yes.
Great
yes.
wolves.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I heard some last night.
They could be
That's
coyote-
right. They're
They could
in
be
your
coy
neighborhood.
dogs.
Yeah,
They
I
sound the
think-
same
No,
thing.
but
No,
They're-
they're going down the
they
pole
are.
lines. They're going up and down the pole lines.
at this time,
Gray wolves.
At this time
Yeah,
of the
I'm
year,
not
what the
kidding.
gray wolves, the wolves, they travel in packs, of course. So what happens is they're hunting because their natural hunting habitats don't have the amount of food that's available. So that's why they come in. They're more known to go into urban areas at this time of the year. That's what they do, and they're mating. So don't bend over in front of a male
If there
wolf.
was a
Why?
if the real producer was here, I would want him to look. I want him to look that shit up.
It's the truth.
It's true.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
I've been looking at it. I've been
Okay.
reading it.
As soon as I get past these, I'll do
All right,
it.
Super chat.
Yeah, I know you're busy.
Otis says he'll be on the show. We're gonna
Yep.
book Otis. All right, I'm looking forward to that.
Eric.
Yes, yes.
Mango, we get you on the show, my friend. All right, super chat. All right, another one. I think it's Walker's bedtime.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Whatever.
are you an early bed guy?
I have been pretty tired lately, but no, I wait up for my wife to get home from work.
Oh,
That's a good husband. RJ Stockdale.
relationship expert. Super chat. Okay, 10,000 years between that wolf being extinct to them bringing that son of a
What
bitch
kind
back.
of wolf
no
was
way.
it?
It's
It's
a
a
dire wolf.
Dire
So,
wolf.
so the whole thing is everyone's like, oh, it's from Game of Thrones. And
I was gonna go
like,
there actually.
yeah.
If they got ghosts, I'm buying one of those motherfuckers.
I just
you train it.
I just don't want to see a woolly mammoth going down Glen Street. I got enough
Well,
competition.
there's
Go watch
definitely-
Rudy
you got-
walk
you
over
gotta
my field.
imagine- you got to imagine all the dogs before those two were successfully bred too. You know
Oh
what
yeah, I
mean?
didn't even think of that. You're right.
that are
That's
probably had.
So
many
what's the
health
difference
issues
between
and
a
everything,
dire
too.
wolf and a wolf?
The dire wolves in a dire situation.
They turn. They yeah.
They
big.
turn. They
No,
turn
what's
into.
the difference?
They turn into
Seriously.
different forms when they get possessed.
What?
No, they're
when,
bigger.
When they were
They're
bred,
bigger.
they were listening to Creed.
Super chat. I bet woolly mammoth tastes like big cows.
I say fish sticks.
Super chat. Okay, another one. I can't wait until we have the technology to clone Sully into something that resembles an actual human being.
Oh! Is that his mom?
Oh,
Damn.
I thought it was mom.
Hey, here comes 14. Fuck you, Nate Brimmer.
Super chat. There is a project to de-extinct the woolly mammoth. Little Maddie, what the frig is that all about? Do not do that. You're opening Pandora's box, dude.
I don't understand.
I just don't get it. Super chat. All right. Dire Straits. That's why they had to have something for the dire wolves called Dire Straits. You're going to look up the freaking wolf thing now?
Okay, do you not want me?
Oh,
to
I don't.
produce?
I mean, if you could do it, go ahead, knock yourself out. You know, and we still have to do what's setting Sully up, but the dire wolf thing really had me on edge today. Because you know that there's some idiot, they're going to be one of those crazy-ass scientists that's going, all right, what can I do now to really piss the people off?
Well, no, maybe we could have
a pterodactyl.
I got to invent COVID.
Oh!
You're worried about a goddamn wolf?
Yeah, I know,
Jesus
really.
Christ.
I would. I'll tell you what.
I think Fauci.
We could have Donnie go back to the house with the snakes.
That's I thought about that the other day. I saw a snake and I'm like,
so creepy.
That is going to a house full of snakes.
Yeah, let's go to Jim's house tonight. He's only got 300 snakes.
That'd be like going into a house and then finding a bunch of naked guys that look like snacks, all baby oiled up, and have to put them in handcuffs.
And then they're on ice. And
then you get somebody like Stevie VG over there working security, going, "Hey, you want some help? I'll come over and help you get rid of those baby oiled fat guys." All right, here I am. All right.
Stevie knows the railroad tracks. He lived right there.
Oh, he knows all about big fat baby oil diet guys. They weren't playing hockey last weekend against Walker, but they were around. All right, so do we dare do what's setting Sully off?
I think we should.
All right. Are you ready for this, John? Because you got to read the billboard for this. What's setting Sully off? Brought to you by Beans Country Store. Right there.
Let's do this.
Super chat. Oh Jesus! I don't. I'm clipping "Funk You" Nate Brimmer for my ringtone. You got to be careful.
Well, you earned it, Nate.
Yeah, you got to. You've seen the movie Step Brothers, right?
Yeah.
So they got that one part there where the one guy goes, I could sing too. If you want to get down on these hairy balls, baby, then jump right in. We got a crotch party happening here. Why don't you lick on this big joint? So I decide I'm going to use that as a ringtone. So now I'm walking through Target one day, and I forgot that my phone was on super duper, loud, and I've got a handful of stuff. I can't. So I'm walking around. You want to get down on these hairy balls, baby, and everybody's looking at me.
Out loud?
I have my ringer on.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah. So why don't you lick on this big joint? And then it goes, if you want, and it keeps going
as
on.
Jeff Mead would do.
Yeah, that was. It was not
right. Yeah.
Do we have that booked yet?
Jeff Mead, not till July.
All right. That's not long enough.
Well, no, it'll be long enough. Listen, I got Jeff's. Hey, listen, if anyone's going to have Jeff's back, it's going to be me. And
I've known him longer than all of you.
I know. I mean, you guys used to play in the sandbox together.
No, I wouldn't go that far, but I'd call him. He's 2 years younger than me, but I'd always say, "You want to go up? We go up to Little League field." He's just a little guy. He just want to come up and play double.
Still a little guy
with a lot of ankle cleavage.
Hey, I'll tell you, he was a scrappy little shit. He was a good athlete.
He was. He scored 2 goals in the state championship game. I don't know if you know that.
He'll tell you that 100 times. I'm sure he has.
Super chat. All right. Wait, we're going to let snakes triggering Dan to reference snacks naked and oiled up just slide. We're letting that go. Yeah. If you see it's, talking smack with your host, Dan Miner. It doesn't say Nate Brimmer. So you, Nate. All right. So now we're going to go to What's Setting Sully Up, brought to you by Beans Country Store. And you know what? That broccoli salad, that is crack. I'm telling you, I don't know what crack tastes like. It smells like or tastes like. I don't know. But I just know that's got to be pretty much what crack is. That stuff there. Jeff Bean does something to that broccoli salad.
Can I
get ready.
We have to make a song for Sully. I'm going to write it.
You're going to write it?
It's going to start out. It's going to be, what set Sully off? Shadow, turn your head and cough.
So then you're going to reference everybody on this on the okay. And it's brought to you by Beans Country Store. And here we got a different season coming up there.
Oh yeah, well they've got they're not slowing down. The weather is getting warmer and their volume increases. So they say they're looking for some new faces to help run the machine smoothly. Beans is hiring for all positions, register, deli, prep, and bakery. If you're a team player, you can take direction and have pride in what you do because it's Beans. You got to have pride in what you're doing. Stop in. You got to fill out an application. Pay starts at $16.75 plus tips. And if you've ever been there,
Sign me up.
Yeah, dude. If you've ever been there at peak times of the day, the quicker we get people in and out the door, the more money you have the potential to make. So stop in. That's right. Make the money up
Maybe
there.
you can
at
buy
Beans.
a Corvette.
Yeah, stop into Beans.
Your son works up there.
Yeah, man.
No, he ain't gonna buy a Corvette.
Okay. I'm just saying,
So he can
Beans
buy a
Petrol
vet.
Store.
It's going to be a Chevette.
So now we go to the award-winning Mike Sullivan, and what's it, Sully up?
I'm going to start out with a PSA, public service
A
announcement.
little discllaimer, maybe.
Yeah.
VD gets around.
No. For all you people that drive Jeeps,
Oh, God.
and you have your fucking toys in your windshield.
15.
The toys in the windshield.
You look ridiculous. You're grown-ups, you're adults. Put your toys away and drive your Jeep. Have you seen the ducks in the
Yeah, I've seen them.
What are you doing?
I,
Put your fucking toys away. You're an adult. Drive your car and go where you got to go. Why do you have toys in your windshield?
Zach, you got a Jeep?
No.
Okay.
Why do you,
I just had that. You had
you've
that
seen
look.
them, right? I'm not making.
Oh,
it
no,
up.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
got
You're,
something to do. They put them all in there.
I don't
It's
care
got-
what they do. It's stupid.
Apparently,
Stop it.
if you own a Jeep, you're supposed to wave to everyone that has
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
weird thing.
I
well,
think
do you
that's
do that on a
Yeah,
motorcycle?
that's- Don't
That-
do.
that's
Yeah, what?
that's
Yeah,
a
but what if I don't like you?
Don't wave.
I gotta wave?
well,
No, because you're driving a motorcycle. I gotta be your friend.
Well,
I can't
that's so
imagine you on a
stupid.
motorcycle.
Well, no.
Can I tell you what sets me off? They got bumper stickers on their cars that say, look out for people on motorcycles. It's like if I'm looking at your fucking bumper sticker that says, look out for people on motorcycles, I'm gonna run over the guy on the fucking motorcycle. 5.
And here's my other
Real quick, the
Go
whole thing
ahead.
about bikers giving each other the 2 fingers down the road. It's a respect.
Give him
thing.
what?
It's 2 fingers. It's
Not
a
the 3
respect
fingers
thing.
that you got.
No, it's just 2 fingers.
You just
down
keep
on
going
the
to your
road.
crotch here.
Was that a
It's
bone?
basically like it's a respect thing because when you go out on a bike, you're all kind of taking your lives into your own hands. And
So
it's
if
just
I'm in a
it's
Jeep
respect
and I'm
thing.
doing that, what's that?
Yeah,
I know
you're
what
a
it is.
douchebag. I was gonna say you're a douchebag in a Jeep. I don't
No.
know.
Anyway, put your toys away. The second thing that set me off.
Oh, boy.
Number
Oh,
2.
boy. Ooh, electric boogaloo.
I go into Hannaford the other day.
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
And I go in and I get all my shit. Now, I don't do the self-checkout. One, I don't fucking work there.
60.
You don't give me a paycheck, so I don't do the self-checkout. So I go to a guy and the 14 items or less because I always have 14 items or less.
You
How
count
many
them.
items did you have?
Whatever, 8, 9. And I go and the guy in front of
Oh,
me,
here we go.
dude,
I
$300 in groceries.
With 14 items?
No, no, there was like, I'm trying not to swear right now. No, there was a plethora of groceries,
Jeff
way more
Richardson
than
word.
14. And
maybe he doesn't know how to
but-
read.
But now I go, well, you know who else doesn't know how to read is the fucking lady that's
17.
the cash register. I'm staring deep into her soul. Like, what are you doing right now? You can't let him do that. And she won't even look at me.
Do you go to Broad Street?
They
Which one were you at?
I'm not saying. What is
You can say it. It's
Broad Street.
All right.
Okay.
So I always.
So tell Billy.
But what are you doing?
he'll take care of everything.
Either turn the sign off
Butts.
and make it a free for all, or tell the guy, drag your ass to the next register. You got too much shit.
Well, you know the thing is,
And now
without,
people come in behind me. Now I can't leave.
Sometimes they will call, and I know everyone that works there.
Right? I got a guy behind me now. Now I'm going to make
now
a
you can't
scene.
back up. You can't.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
No,
Without rules, what do we have?
And again, I got shit to do.
Anarchy. You are correct, John Pratt. Without rules, we have anarchy and super
Ah.
chats. All right, let's go. Jeff Bean's broccoli salad is an old bingo recipe. Jesus Christ.
He's gonna have to take out a freaking loan.
I know, really.
He is, he
Super
really
chat.
is.
All right, got another one here. I just imagine horrific car accidents involving Jeeps where little rubber duckies are embedded in hipster skulls.
Normally, I wouldn't think that's funny. But I almost no.
No? Super chat. Oh, Jesus. Over
Itemers, I hate them bastards. Over item, maybe the
over itemers. I hate them
Yes,
bastards.
yes, the ones that put all the items in.
Follow the goddamn rules. But I blame it on the
All right,
cash
so let me ask you
register
this.
lady.
Let me ask you this. All right,
Thank you,
so
dude, by the way.
so let me ask, if you're in line and someone's ahead of you and they have like 3 cans of tomato soup, does that count as one item, or
Yes,
that's 3
yes.
separate
No,
items?
that's
3 separate items.
In my mind, Nah, see, I think that's just
Okay.
Oh, then I'll
I'm
get
gonna-
10 things of
Well,
fucking
because they can
cottage cheese.
scan one, and that means 3. They don't have to
So then
scan
you have
every
10 things of
single one
cottage
them.
cheese and then another 6 things of
That's
tomato
16
soup. Then you
items.
got 16.
That's
I'm
two
asking you.
items. That's 2 items.
That's the way I construe it.
That's 2 items.
They can scan
No.
it once, and that's all done. They
That
just
is
once,
true.
bang, bang,
You're circumventing
bang.
the rules here.
No, well, I would.
What if I'm buying 500 cans of tomato soup? Is that one?
Well,
item?
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Whoa.
That's what little Maddie
All
wants.
right, so little Maddie's
Then you got.
asking,
Then there's a whole other issue.
is 8 cans
If
of
you're buying-
chicken noodle
if you're buying
soup
500
8
cans of
items
soup, get a hold of me. I'll
or
give you some
one
money, bro.
8?
Well,
Or
why are
one-
you buying that many cans of chicken?
It's just a
It's a
question.
question. It's
no. It's
it's
a
one
It's
item.
one item.
No.
one
Not to
item.
me.
That's not what this guy was
No.
doing, though.
If you buy
He
a
had
4-pack,
all types of. There was $300 of shit.
yeah,
If it's
if
already
if you
bundled,
buy a
though,
4-pack, that's an item.
Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
that's
but-
individually is an item.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just asking what
In
your
this instance, that
that
didn't
didn't come in.
apply.
Okay.
Not a plot.
All right. Super chat. At least it's rubber duckies and rubber dicks.
Yes,
Thanks, Otis.
Same thing.
And if you're standing in line and Sully's got rubber duckies and rubber dicks, then
You know, I'm
you're
gonna put my Cabbage Patch doll up on my hood. I'm gonna put my fucking Teddy Ruxpin. I'm gonna do. There's some 80 toys. Is that
super
What
chat.
are you doing?
Imagine those in Jeep's windshield. I know. I could see them. Those rubber
The
things.
rubber. Yeah,
We
yeah.
saw it tonight.
We
right?
did.
You saw one?
Well,
We
no,
were
no, well,
standing
no,
outside.
Okay, not
A
the rubber,
dildo?
not the rubber dicks.
Oh.
Not the rubber
Oh.
dicks.
Jesus, that's
Not
what
the
I thought he
rubber
meant.
dicks. No. We were, going through kind of our pregame ritual outside.
Where were you guys at?
We were just downstairs, and
Dave's not here, man.
It's exactly our pregame ritual. So this Jeep drove by, and
We're
literally
super chatting.
the entirety of her windshield was just lined up with those little like rubber duck. And there was a
They all
whole bunch
do-
of
they all
different
do
ones,
it.
man.
But if you have a cross hanging from your mirror, that's technically a ticket.
Yeah, they could pull you
That's
over for
distractive driving.
that. Or an air freshener for that matter.
Yeah.
It's something to do with each dealership does a different rubber duck.
Well, there's
I don't give a shit.
No,
It just-
people buy them online and stuff, and so they'll take them and you'll put them on other people's cars.
Yeah.
And then
No, that's
it's
what they do.
called- Yeah, it's called "You've Been Like Ducked" or whatever.
Oh.
There's like a little.
Is
thing
that what
on
you've
it.
been?
That's your friend there, Zach. Remember that.
You and the other three
You're my
guys.
teammate. That's your friend. Super chat. I had 22 years in the grocery business, and depending on the manager, the cashier isn't allowed to deny the over itemer.
No.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
See,
they
I was
can't-
wondering
No,
that.
no,
Sometimes,
no.
Yes, no. They
sometimes
can't.
yeah,
Hey,
it's gonna say that's
you
not on
can't.
the-
Just like when you leave.
What do you mean?
It's just like when you leave.
Really?
Then turn the
they
fucking
can't-
sign
no,
off.
It doesn't. Listen, it doesn't matter. You, at the customer,
It
you
just
cannot do
doesn't
anything.
What
matter.
is this, meatballs?
Just- Yeah, but you just can't.
Yeah.
You can't do that. They tell you not to.
Well, you worked at
confront-
Walmart.
Yeah, they tell you not to confront them about that.
Just let.
Well,
Why
no,
do they
you
even
have
bother
to.
having signs up then?
So
Well,
it's just
listen,
chaos
just like,
there.
It's just like when you have the person that's when you're walking out of Walmart after you just cashed all your stuff in, put
He
your
did
stuff in
work
the
there.
bag.
He did.
You put your stuff in the bag because you self-checked yourself out. and
Which
then all
I
of a sudden-
shouldn't have to do
and they're-
anyway.
okay,
Again, I don't
but
fucking
they're at-
work here.
but they're,
Chicks in the bathroom.
but they're
You
asking.
and my wife are right on the
But
same
they're
page
asking-
with everything.
But they're asking you for the receipt.
Everything.
You
How
technically-
scary is that?
If I go to your food truck and I order food, you go come in and make your own fucking bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Well, if your name
I
is
do
Zach,
say
Or
it
you
to some
make it
people.
for me,
Yeah.
and then I go on my way.
You can do like Stuart. So Shadow was here. You can make your own Sunday.
You know another thing that makes me mad? No, never mind. I'm on.
Go. Come on. I want to hear.
I
it.
want to hear finish. I want to hear the rest of this.
You technically, legally, don't have to show them your receipt.
Hmm.
They can ask you for that all they want, but
I'm going to
you
start
techni-
robbing Walmart.
and they can't follow you out of the store because you don't show them your receipt.
I don't like it now too because everyone does the like electronic receipts too.
I told the one woman one day, I sat there, I said, I just checked myself out, cashed myself out. I'm walking out this door and I don't need to show you anything.
Did they recognize you?
I don't care if they recognize
No,
me
you know
or not.
why? You don't fucking work there. You know who you are.
Yeah, but you can't.
He used to be an assistant
That's why they
manager
don't know
there.
who you are. You don't work there.
Well, the
Oh,
people-
it drives me insane.
The people in those lines, they have those little things. That's not cell phones in their hands. They know
People used to
exactly
love it
everything
when I jumped up on a register. They'd call a
You
code.
jumped up dancing?
No, not like that. But they would call a code where everybody had, like, management had to go up front. So we'd go up front and run register. And I get on a register. There were people that actually, if they saw me run a register, they were going through my line because I would literally sit there and going, "Oh, it's not scanning. Oh, free Friday. There you go." Have a nice day.
Really?
Oh yeah. If it was like a $2 item or something like that, I'm not going to go and have one of my guys run all the way back to electronics to find a $2 item or a toothbrush that's $2. I'm just going to put it in the bag and say.
That's why you used to work at Walmart.
No, that's not why I used to work. Yeah.
That's why you never made manager, Hank.
Super chat. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I don't even know. I had 22 years.
No, wait,
oh,
sorry.
That's okay. If
We've
you're
got
buying
a bunch of these.
If you're buying 500 cans of tomato soup, either you're starting a food drive or your toilet's about to reenact Carrie. Okay, I got that, Dave. Super chat. All right, next or making lunch for Pete Cloutier. Ooh. Yeah, that's never a good thing there because he always expects us to buy. That's the problem. Yeah. Super chat. All right, next up. The 14-item sign is for people with integrity. Many people have no idea what that even is.
You'll have some honor.
Super chat. They asked me for my receipt. I wave it in the air and keep walking out.
Wave it in the air like you just
don't care.
I don't know.
The way I do it,
has 15
How
items
was
got in
that?
I always go to the line though
This is
because
what happens.
No,
when
do
I
that again.
No.
no, I feel as if like the people that have jobs there. That's why I go to the line so you can keep someone gainfully
Nobody
employed.
has jobs there. Nobody works there. You do it all yourself.
I don't do that. I go in line like a freaking
human.
Yes, and I don't have usually
right.
Keep people employed.
A few things.
And then
but they figured
it works for all of us.
If they have
the
one person,
this guy had so much shit.
Right, but
it was
like I'm talking about self checkout. They have it so like if you got 5 cash registers where people can go cash themselves, they have one person that just kind of monitors all 5.
And how come?
Whoa! Zach's going. I could have been working upstairs
how come
tonight.
Years ago they used to say, "Hey, paper or plastic," and I would go paper, and they would just fucking give it to you. Now it's 5 cents.
22. He's going for the record.
Why is it money? Why is it money now? Why do they charge?
Because they can.
Well,
because they can.
I don't think it's
now that we've outlawed plastic bags.
Doesn't make sense. It makes money.
Super chat. Checking out your own groceries at Walmart is like performing your own colonoscopy. Awkward, uncomfortable, and you still end up touching something sticky you didn't expect to.
Yeah, way cheaper though, Nate.
Oh, there's more?
No.
Way cheaper? Oh. Yeah.
But you kind of like it.
Yeah. Well, I got a colonoscopy twice in one day.
No! That's what she said.
Like a Johnny Vandermeer over here.
You got another super chat?
We still have one more break.
I know we have one more break left.
All right.
But you know the one place you don't have to worry about a 14-item lane? Beans Country Store, bringing you what's setting Sully off. Beans Country Store up there on Ridge Road in Queensbury.
Broccoli salad.
There you go. Try it out.
Y'all get your shit together.
And they're hiring.
They're hiring. There you go.
They are definitely hiring.
So if you're looking
Stop
for,
in.
I actually am. Yeah.
okay.
maybe.
So you know what? You could fit right in there. Bring up a hockey stick, and he might just let you slack off for a while.
I'll just stand in the museum. We got our own live display.
Like a mannequin. Like a mannequin that fuck people up when they come up to you.
23.
Super chat. All right. Let's see. I used to save my receipt for 1 or 2 items and then give it to the guy next time when I buy a cart full. Never been stopped since. Wow. I love that smart assness. That is good stuff. That's good stuff there. So we're going to take our final break. We'll be back with more of Talkin' Smack Week 25 from the Bullpen right after this.
By High Society in Hudson Falls, located at 345 Main Street in Hudson Falls. This dispensary offers cannabis enthusiasts a chance to indulge in the brand's premium products, including the highly sought-after Bubble Hash and Frosted Hash Ball. With an emphasis on quality and potency, Silly Nice continues to set standards for cannabis products that elevate the user's experience. For use only for adults 21 and over, keep out of reach of children and pets. In case of accidental ingestion or overconsumption, contact the Poison Center. Consume responsibly. By Allen B. Powers CPA. The Allen B. Powers firm is one of the leading firms in the area. By combining our expertise and experience and the energy of our staff, each client receives close personal and professional attention. Their high standards, service, and specialized staff spell the difference between outstanding performance and the other firms. We make sure that every client is served by the expertise of the whole firm. Allen B. Powers firm is responsive. Companies who choose the firm rely on competent advice and fast, accurate personnel. They provide total financial services to individuals individuals, large and small businesses, and other agencies too. Their high service quality and raving fan clients are the result of commitment to excellence. Allen B. Powers will answer all of your questions as they impact both your tax and financial situations. The Allen B. Powers Agency welcomes you to contact them anytime. And by Jim's Glass Service, 6 2nd Street in Queensbury. Jim's Glass Service, hey! Thanks for the break. Jim's Glass Service offers the best service for all your commercial and residential glass and window needs. A division of Fish's Majestic Enterprises. Jim's Glass Service is a trusted glass company located in Queensbury, specializing in both commercial and residential glass services. With their team of skilled professionals, they provide top-notch glass installations and repairs, ensuring customer satisfaction and quality craftsmanship. Jim's Glass Service, hey, thanks for the break. Brought to you by Old School Pest Control at oldschoolpestcontrol.com. John Herbley, the owner of Old School Pest Control, has over 20 years of experience in pest control, providing top-level pest control and putting your needs first. Do you have a pest problem? Old School Pest Control can handle any of your pest issues, walking you through the process to help you understand why Old School Pest Control does what they do. Old School Pest Control provides home and commercial pest control services. Whatever your pest problem is, whether it's big or small, Old School Pest Control has the knowledge to get your pest problems taken care of efficiently and in a timely manner. Give John Herbley a call now for your pest control problems at 518-724-6440 or online at oldschoolpest.com.
Old school. All right. I just thought I'd throw that in there. Good to see John out and about.
Yeah, it was.
John Herbley. Yeah. It's always good to see John. John does great work. I got to be honest. We had some ant issues at the house. And John Herbley came over and took care of business for us, and it was just done.
We had bees at work, and my guys were going out and getting the spray can stuff, and I said, screw this. I called him up, and he hits every spot around. Yeah. I never have a problem with the carpenter bees.
I had carpenter bees in my house too, and I tried doing the spray can thing a couple of times. It didn't work. I'm like, you know what? John sits behind me at hockey games. I literally sent him a Facebook message. He came over, one shot, it was done. Great stuff.
Well, we're getting towards that season, so the pests are out, and we're still here. Talking Smack, week number 25. You're right now. You're really ramped up about that whole grocery thing, dude. You got to turn your microphone on. All right, I just thought
to turn it off so we didn't hear him pee.
Oh, that's right. Let's see, for those folks, you see these wireless microphones. So the guys, when we first got these, they go into the bathroom and then you could hear the stream or whatever else. Oh, go ahead, Sully.
I have a question for Zach.
Oh, let's ask Zach.
Can I ask Zach a question?
Not ask Coach. That's tomorrow. Ask Jack is tomorrow morning. But tonight is ask Zach.
So you being a former player, so the Thunder have 2 games left. And
3
games.
Okay, fair enough. 2 homes, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not making the playoffs. How do the guys prepare for 3
pointless games?
Yeah.
Move your microphone closer to your face there. Thank you, sir.
Pointless games. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Just curious, what's their mental? What's their mental? How do they do it?
What's the state of mind going?
Yeah,
into the
right.
weekend? Yeah.
The hard thing, I mean, it'd be different if you're kind of in a close, last minute push. So when I played my first season in Idaho, it kind of came down to the wire. So we didn't make the playoffs, but it was mid game. We were checking scores and stuff. We could have.
Yeah, well, you're not doing that this year.
No. Honestly, I think at this point it's more of just you play for pride.
I would think that some of the younger guys got a lot more to play for because they're playing for jobs next year.
For jobs next year
too. And I think, that's I want to say the nice thing about how we've had all these guys come in and we've won a few games. It's made a good impression, I think, on the coaching staff and the organization as a whole. It's all right. It's nice to see that we have some pretty good pieces. Hopefully,
how good has Keyshawn Gervais been since that he was brought in a few months ago?
Everyone loves him. He's a huge fan favorite. He does. He's a spark plug out there on the ice,
and he loves. I'll tell you what, from what I've seen, he loves the community. Loves being out there.
Yeah, and he's just a good kid. We had him on our hockey show a night that it was snowing, and he was out there just cleaning people's cars off just randomly. Cleaned off my car, cleaned off a couple of people that were there for the
Next
show.
year, tell me to get a hold of me and shovel my freaking sidewalk.
I'll pay him.
He knew he was just being a good kid.
All right, so here's a story about Keyshawn. You guys had something going on last week, an event where he was there.
Hurricane.
Yep, and
the jersey.
Tom Manley's there, and Tom's a great guy. I love Tom. Great guy. I love seeing him. I love talking with him. So he got one of the Keyshawn Gervais jerseys at a jersey auction. So Keyshawn comes up, and you know the story, Zach?
Yeah, more or less. But
No, I'll let you go ahead.
no, so it wasn't actually his. He wasn't. It is his jersey,
Yes.
but he was not wearing the jersey at the event.
Right.
So Keyshawn goes up to, I think it was Rose Davis wearing the jersey, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, like that's an awesome jersey. I'm so glad that you were able to get mine. I've always wanted a jersey to get to my grandpa. Like he always collects me and my brother's jerseys. How much would you want for it?" And she goes, "Oh, it's actually not my jersey to sell to you, but he's over there, more or less."
Yeah, just look for the dog.
Yeah. But he, I don't know if Keish ended up going over. I think he did. He ended up going over to him and asked, "Hey, like, how much would you sell the jersey for? My grandpa collects these." And more or less just said, like, "I'm not gonna have you pay for this jersey."
Take
Like,
take the thing.
Keyshawn gave him a stick, but that's Tom. I mean, anyone knows Tom Manley. I mean, that's
especially when you consider
Cool
it was
story.
one of those auction jerseys. So he paid coin for it.
Oh, so we didn't pay $300.
Right? No. This was and
No
it was from,
shit.
It was
Yeah.
obviously from this year. I mean, he paid.
You know what
good,
he paid? What did he pay?
I have no idea what
you know what he
but-
paid?
Or the probably.
You know what he
I
paid?
mean,
You know what he
the
did?
minimum bid on those
Were-
You
jerseys.
front office guy now. Come
Were
on.
those ones live auction or were those dash?
I think they were dash. So the minimum bid was $500.
You know how
Yeah,
he paid?
but the dash ones don't go for. I mean,
Didn't
still
go into
paying
overtime?
an absurd amount of money for a jersey, but the live auction ones usually go for a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that was probably at least $1,000.
I thought it was
Right?
so
No,
cool.
it's still and for him to
Talking
literally
smack
be
talk.
like,
Do they do overtime at the live ones? So where they got to go?
No, that's just the dash ones. I mean, you got the issue.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
when
a cool
Booms,
story.
listen,
Oh,
when you fanboy out next
Oh.
week with,
'Cause I'll go toe to toe who I'm bidding against on the ice.
well, you didn't,
No, I would have.
but you didn't.
I know I didn't.
You didn't.
I didn't know what the hell it was.
I know.
I go, who the hell's calling overtime? I just bid on the thing.
Listen, now you know. You know.
and no one's half the battle.
wait, overtime for what? Dash?
On
items?
dash.
Yeah, I was
Nobody?
trying to bid on Boomhour's jersey.
Nobody watched
Like I
G.I.
said,
Joe as a kid.
There's certain guys that these
I'm not
guys will
doing
tell you, I hung out with a lot of the hockey guys after we had football games.
G.I. Joe. Man.
After we had football games and stuff like that, we would go out and hang out with run into the hockey players, and some of the guys wanted to fight each other or whatever, but we all hung out. So it's like going to hockey last year and then this year, I just like the way the kid plays, and he hits people. He's not afraid to hit.
He brings a lot of energy to a hockey game.
Right. But I
That'd be
bid
a
on
good way
his
to
I bid on his
describe it.
jersey, and then I thought I had it. I waited till to make sure nobody outbid me, and then I bid on it, and then somebody freaking
Then welcome to
the
overtime.
same, and it said, and I thought I won.
That's
I was
what
like,
Dash
oh, cool,
does.
I got it. And then all of a sudden it goes, you're in overtime, and now you can go head to head. I'm like, oh, put him on the screen right now. I'll go head to head with him.
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
No, I lost. I wasn't going.
No.
They tell you what you can bid to beat the guy. Then what happens is
They tell him.
then they tell him, and then he gets a chance. So it's like it keeps going. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'm not
because they
gonna.
want your money.
Yeah, well, then what? Screw you.
It's called business. They
Yeah.
want to make
But the thing about that is with
Not when I bid you, I was sitting there waiting to bid it. I do eBay all the time. I do it on
and they
Mercury
gave
and all.
it.
If
So
I
you
buy
thought
and sell
you won,
cards,
and then
and
they go,
comics.
all right, we're gonna do.
If I wait till 1 second and I got the guy bid, he's got a bid higher than me. He's sitting there watching the same thing too.
That's got Jeff Mead written all over.
no,
it.
it's
not
actually
Jeff. It has nothing to do with Jeff.
Nothing-
Yeah, I want to blame him anyway.
you don't work for him, so I'm not saying a damn thing.
Dash is actually, I mean, it's a league-wide partner, but Jeff Casey handles most of the Dash stuff.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But, I mean, it's not a Jeff Casey thing. It's
No.
it's a league-wide
It's
thing.
and it's Dash makes their own rules, and
Yeah.
that's what the rule for Dash is.
I told Case and Mead, and they're like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Of all the people that this is gonna go.
Oh, we've seen what he's done to Raw Hamburger. Imagine what he's going to do to us now from Dash. Oh no!
Oh, you work for Dash? Guy kills a can of Alpo.
Again,
I love you.
So that's
Every time I do it, I get so scared.
You're just like, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt
Oh
me.
man. So next week is our half-year anniversary show. The fact that
That is insane to me.
to me it blows me away. The fact that we started this little thing, which we thought was going to be real little, off of
I
a
was
Sunday
gonna
afternoon
say,
a Sunday afternoon conversation with me and RJ, and then I talked to Snacks, and we had talked to everybody.
no, you didn't talk to me. You called me up and you go, we're gonna do this.
We're going to do this
Okay.
because we had talked about doing it as well too. But yeah, our 6-month anniversary, spectacular next week. 2 guests next week. We've got Shaw Boomhauer, who you may fanboy over a little bit.
I'm not gonna fanboy over him. I just like the way the kid plays hockey.
Okay, all right, whatever you call it that way, I call it my way. And also Ryan Conroy. Oh, here we go, Sully.
So let me two guys.
Oh wait, you're gonna go what? You're gonna so
wait instead of three.
Instead of three. Yeah.
Three.
I'm sorry. I'm producing
Oh,
over here.
that
so
was
I'm not,
so funny.
I
God
know.
damn it!
I got it.
Thank you.
You were
I got it too.
All right.
Zach's going.
And
"Yeah,
you
all right."
started that whole thing.
Yeah, but mine was way cooler.
Yeah, but I thought you said Wheeler might be showing up too.
Wheels is supposed to be.
Oh,
He
okay.
better show up because we got his Mamawana.
No,
He's got to drink it right here.
What do you
No, I
keep
don't want to
calling-
trigger it.
What do you keep calling it?
It's
What
called
is it?
Mamawana.
It's Mama Wana.
It's
marijuana.
no
Mama
Mamawana.
Mama
It's
wanna.
got-
Mama wanna go
It's
home
herbs
with you.
and spices in a bottle with red
Like
wine.
Mama wanna play
herbs,
bingo.
red-
No, that was the name of your soccer. That was the little league team you coached.
It's got
As you're trying to hit on the single moms.
It's got like cinnamon sticks and all that stuff in it. It's got red wine and rum.
It's tasty. It really, it's and they claim it has medicinal
that
properties.
sounds horrible.
It is-
no.
no.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
Dude,
You're drinking Bud
it's
Light.
good.
Yeah. Yes. I'm
Boom!
Yes.
Laid the hammer down. Sorry, Terry Ryan.
All right. Badge of honor. Badge of
Wow.
honor.
You okay?
From the guy that doesn't drink anything.
Yeah. He drinks Dr. Pepper though, so
He should
my
see
dog
what
right there.
he should see what I actually drink at home. So it's actually
Oh, jeez.
it's worse than Bud
There
Light.
will be Dr. Pepper here for your next episode. I promise you.
Well, he'll be getting his 5 ropes, so we'll put a can of Dr. Pepper. I have Dr. Pepper at home that's been in my refrigerator now for months. I haven't had a soda.
I'll tell you what, though, Diet Dr. Pepper, in my opinion, is the best diet soda out there.
I stay away from all sodas.
As far,
Dude,
I haven't
my-
had either, but in a
my
couple
mom-
weeks. But
my mom,
if that's a close,
if she were if she were to fall and like cut her leg or whatever, Diet Dr. Pepper would come out. It literally,
Yeah,
she
no,
loves
right?
that
No,
stuff.
that's
Absolutely,
So the
absolutely.
next time Zach comes on, I want to go 14 bottles of Diet Dr. Pepper.
Do you? Is it diet or you
Go
drink?
to the 14
Make sure-
the aisle and scan them individually and say it's one item. Say it's one item.
All right, so diet or regular Dr. Pepper?
Just regular.
I see that.
I don't like the diets. I'd rather have the sugar.
Yeah, it's-
Well, look at him. He's still young. He doesn't need the diet stuff.
You know, some of those guys are in shape.
Diet's just as
Do
bad.
they still have saccharin? Is that a thing these days? Or do they
After it killed all those rats.
It's carcinogen.
What are you
I know
fucking
that.
singing the Def Leppard?
Why is he bringing up the shadow again?
Boom! Laying the hammer down again. Walker's on fire tonight.
Here's that. I knew he'd show up eventually.
I was asleep apparently.
Jesus Christ! We have to thank the super chat people.
Yes. I was
I'm
actually.
gonna let you.
Just thank
Oh, we're
Nate.
almost done.
Thank
I
Nate.
hate
That's it.
It's
Well,
5 before 9. Yeah, it's gonna take us 5 minutes to thank everybody.
It is. All right, so we got to thank Joe Davino. We got to thank Larissa. Nate, of course. Nate probably spent his entire income for the last week and a half on Super Chat.
It's not going to private school.
Appreciate you, Nate. Robert Wood, got to give a shout out to the lovely Lisa Miner.
Oh, our girl.
Our silent partner.
Our boy Jeffrey Bean from Bean's Country
Thanks,
Store.
Jeff.
Hey,
Great sponsor.
don't forget at Bean's Country Store, they are looking for help. Starts out at $16.75 per hour. So stop in, see Jeff and the gang.
I got a few
and-
Saturday nights opening up now.
We can't
Yeah.
forget Otis.
Oh yeah. I'm
We
getting
couldn't
there.
get you away from the broccoli salad.
You can't work at Bean's, man. Because
I know.
yes,
Oh,
all right, so here we go. Got shout out to Jeff Cummings, also Tim Jackstad, Andy Camp, Little Maddie, Ronald Day, Big Money Ron. Of course, we've got, let's see, there it is, Otis Miller, and Brianna Renz telling Zach you need to go to sleep. And, and of course, a big shout out to Newt McFly.
Newt. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Newt. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, that's and thanks to the Shadow for checking in. And I still say, if you're tuning in now,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
no,
That
you're
was my
right.
first one.
He's either drinking,
I'm at 5. He's at
either
23.
drinking, or somebody slipped him a Mickey.
Yeah, because
Ellie probably to put him to sleep.
Nobody.
before
Sully. No one's
Line
wasting.
patrol.
Nobody's wasting their drugs on him. I love you, Shadow. Only you know,
Oh,
but please.
So if you missed if you didn't see Shadow's appearance, you need to go back and watch it.
He's
It's about
fucked up.
40
He was
minutes
messed
in,
up, yeah.
and he is just. I mean, I know the kid.
He had like the permagrid, like
Zach
Zach
was
was saying.
saying a Tuesday at 9:30.
It just,
He's like, I was just so
you got to go back and watch it. A big thanks to Zach Walker for coming on in tonight.
Yes!
4 times.
Zach out of nowhere, man.
He succumbed to peer pressure.
One more, and you get the.
I felt bad for Sully.
Said nobody ever.
Well, okay, all right. Let's see. I'll let one fly now. I'm listening.
I know
Art Booyak.
Jack. I know Jack Celeste left one.
Whoa! Wow, Jackie Tott's making a guest appearance, but you're going to be back on the show more often once bowling's up.
It's over.
Bowling's over.
So so good. All
I
right,
bowled at
God.
153 last weekend.
I didn't even get that.
Over how
last
many
night.
games?
Yeah.
We should do a Talkin' Smack bowling. Oh my God,
Oh, God.
that would be cool. Super chat. Okay. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. You guys are the best. Otis, we'll get
Thanks,
you on.
Otis.
Otis, my man.
Cheers.
My mango right there. And once again, thinking of our buddy Chuck Aiken tonight. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Chuck tonight. Chuck, get better, brother. I'm thinking of you, and we're all pulling for you, brother. So get well. And when you get healthy, you've always got a spot here with us, and we look forward to it. We're back on Tuesday night next week, all right? So next week, our 6th anniversary show. It's going to be our 6th anniversary spectacular. Shaw Boomhauer will be here, Ryan Conroy. Hopefully Ryan Wheeler will show up to get his mama Juana, and I don't know if he'll share it with Sully, but, he's more than welcome to. But that's what it's going to be. And a big thanks to, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up tonight for producer 2.0, Johnny Pratt tonight.
You did good,
slayed
Johnny.
it, brother.
You did good.
You slayed it.
Hey, should we have a moment of silence for that tarpon fishing captain guy?
The what?
What? The tarpon fishing guy.
With the fake guy?
No, the cat. You guys haven't seen that?
No.
The captain of the tarpon fishing boat that.
Lieutenant
Nobody?
Dan?
You have no idea what you're talking
It's
about.
me,
brother.
Sully.
Yeah.
Come on. You just tell us about it now that you let the tarpon out of the bag.
I was at Haviland's Cove earlier.
There's a.
Is that like on one of those A&E shows?
No, it's a fishing charter captain down in Florida.
Playing bingo?
It's not.
No, so the guy I know. So the guy I can't believe nobody's heard about this besides
No.
It's all over the internet. So
Must
this,
have been
Oh,
Tuesday.
yeah, that's why I missed it.
It's the article. It's the article after the dire wolves.
so a fishing charter captain comes blowing through under a bridge.
Blowing through?
and
Blowing
he gets
through.
in-
3 guys.
Andre Stockton.
Hey!
Good night, everybody.
Hey, listen.
Finish up the tarpon thing.
So there's a fishing captain. He comes in and gets into an argument with like a 22-year-old kid who's fishing.
Oh,
the
Brad
same-
was talking about that. He jumped on his boat. All
Yeah,
right. All right.
yeah. So the fishing captain's he loses his mind, and he gets into an argument with this young kid. The
Like a
kid,
16-year-old kid. He's like 3 times the size of
well,
him.
he's 22.
Brad
not
kept
16.
talking about it.
He's a 22-year-old kid, and the fishing charter captain starts giving him shit, and he goes insane. Brings his boat close to the kids, jumps out of the kid's boat, and the kid is like panicking. He's like, "Please, sir, please, I'm a kid. Please don't." And the fear in this kid's voice is ridiculous. So to make a long story short, the guy finally gets off the boat. Well, that fishing charter captain.
His name is Jeff Mead.
And he wouldn't share the potato chips. Good night, everybody.
No, so he jumps on the boat and then he gets back and he gets arrested.
And he gets arrested for burglary.
Blowing a gasket.
Blowing 3
Boy,
guys.
there's been a lot of blowing.
Super chat.
Yeah. Somebody save me.
5th appearance. Join the 5-Timers Club and you get a rope from Walmart. That's damn straight, Nate. We got no budget. Back to you. Sully killed the flow. It's appropriate. Okay. All right. Super chat.
He's right. That sucks.
This is like a game going to overtime and then the power goes out.
I know. You know.
Super chat. Another one. This joke better be worth it.
I don't know who this guy is, but I fucking hate him so much.
He knows me.
I hate this guy.
Real quick, can we give a shout out to the MVP of tonight's show, Nate Brimmer?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
Natro.
not clapping for shit for that guy.
Hey, the next time you see me in public, introduce yourself. I didn't know it was you sitting in the freaking
Oh,
bench.
Jesus. Another super chat? Super chat.
It's the shadow being a bit.
9:01 p.m. You are still going. Wow. I would have had
Being
this
a
wrapped
what?
up.
Being a what?
What? No,
A
Being
shithead?
a what?
I was going to say a bitch, but okay.
Thank you.
Well,
so John, can I
we
say
were-
one last word?
No, we can't say bacon, bitch, can we? No.
No.
Just always remember to get your cats or dogs spayed or neutered.
Sad
We out.
Brad.
Super chat?
Chad, yeah, no, okay.
I can't watch
Sorry,
that.
can't watch that.
I-
Okay, yeah, it's probably better than
Zach,
okay.
thanks for putting off your homework.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother.
No more homework for him.
I was going to say,
No,
grandchildren.
I love
no,
your
he
whole
worked at
area.
home.
Painting
Yeah,
and shit.
You know,
but not like,
it's something that Jack and JP and Snacks and I know.
oh yeah,
Happy wife, happy life. That's why my wife left.
I don't go to Home
Dude, that's why
Depot.
my wife is at home and has been at home this entire night.
I don't go to Home Depot. I go to Renter's Depot. It's a bunch of guys here saying we ain't got to fix shit.
You say that. You've had that in your holster. I
Man.
guarantee it.
You almost blew that joke. All right.
Oh boy.
Super chat. Live PD is in hour number 2. Thanks, Seth. Oh, Jesus Christ. Leave us spay or neuter your dire wolves.
Allie gets
This is like the everlasting gobstopper.
Are we done yet?
Yes, I think
We'll
we
see
are.
you
We
next
had to-
Tuesday. Tuesday,
Tuesday.
week 26.
Bam.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday for Talking Smack from the Bullpen. See ya.
Love you. Bye.
Peace out.
See you.
Talkin' Smack is brought to you by The Bullpen in Suite 216 on Glen Street in downtown Glens Falls. The Adventure Family Fun Center on Route 9, Lake George. Oscar's Smokehouse on Raymond Lane in Warrensburg. Clean It Out Containers and Junk Removal, South Glens Falls. GA Bove Fuels. Give Mike Sullivan a call at 518-337-6599. The Edward Jones office of Stephen Babson at the corner of Bay and Washington in Glens Falls. By Mullens Construction and Seamless Gutters. High Society, 345 Main Street, Hudson Falls. By Allen B. Powers, CPA, Bay Street, Glens Falls. And by Jim's Glass Service, 6 2nd Street in Queensbury. Old School Pest Control at oldschoolpestcontrol.com. GNS Printing. GNS Printing, 518-232-2465.